every damn word I have to say!
This is the Mike Rutherford Show on the Big X.
The sportos, motorheads, geek bloods, wastoids, dweebies, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
The Mike Rutherford Show, presented by United Mechanical, your trusted partner for commercial and industrial HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and refrigeration. Call United Mechanical at 502-339-1133.
Well, I'll stand up next to a mountain, and I'll chop it down to the edge of my head.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, 502. It's going down, and I know it's not Wake Up 502. This is the Mike Rutherford Show. This is your boy, Rashawn Myers, sitting in, guest hosting the Mike Rutherford Show. Thanks so much to Mike for allowing me today and tomorrow, actually, to get in, be a part of the most quality U of L-based, or I guess U of L-centric radio show in the market. Just so glad to be here. Of course, I am Rashawn Myers, host of Wake Up 502, comes to you every Saturday morning, 9 to 11 a.m. here on WXVW, Big X Sports Radio. Joined for the first time in a long time, my man Trevor Kelsey in the booth, captaining this fine radio broadcast. Trevor, how are you doing, my dog?
I'm glad you woke me up. I was starting to nod off there a little bit. I'm glad I got that from you. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's how I open every Saturday morning show.
Well, 9 a.m., 2:30 p.m. I mean, it's 6 1/2 dozen for me. I'm not like you. I don't have the military background. I'm lazy Gen X.
Well, people think I'm crazy for getting up and doing sports at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, but I love it. Like to me, I have a responsibility to get everybody's weekend going.
You still got that military. You get up at like 7 a.m. on like 7 days a week, don't you?
About 8 a.m. I'll say 8, 7:30 to 8. Yes.
Even on days you're off, like
yes.
You don't have to be up. You get up at 7:30 in the morning.
Yes. And the funny thing is, Trev, like I'm a late night dude. Like I don't go to bed until usually 1:30. I think I was up. I was watching Harry Potter last night. Just
never seen him.
You've never seen any of the Harry Potter movies?
You might gasp at this. I think it was around the third time the third movie to come out was when I found out it was even a book.
Really?
Had no clue. And the only reason I even saw the third one was because a girl I was hanging out with wanted to go see it. So, of course, when there's a female involved, a guy will go watch literally anything.
Anything.
I sent through the Notebook, I'll yeah. If there's a possibility
what
of
we
sex
do for
afterwards,
love,
yes.
What we do for love.
I was just hoping for sex, but love was nice. And that was the only time she's telling me all about the books. I'm like, they're books? She's like, you never read the books? I'm like, I didn't know they existed. I've still never read the books. I couldn't tell you a movie. Scoots always looks at me like I'm just like asking to pour sugar in his gas tank when I bring it up, and he just baffled by it. I guess there's some things that someone tells me they've never seen Star Wars or something like that. Maybe I would look at them the same way, but yeah, I didn't. But that's kind of weird. Now, did you only get in it because of your kids? Because you're my age, and if you're doing like Harry Potter when it was popular at my age, when we were that age, that's kind of creepy, dude.
I was gonna say, like, my kids aren't that old to when Harry Potter originally came out. They wouldn't have been, they were either not thought of or too young to really be knowing what was going on. But no, I just watched them. I for whatever reason, I enjoy anything that's fantasy, anything that's wizards, or you give me vampires or Frankenstein, anything that's like in that mold. I love all of them. You know what I mean?
I get that. I'm like that with sophomore humor.
Yes. I mean, and I've always been that way, all the way back to, what was that, Labyrinth? You remember Labyrinth?
Oh, yeah, David Bowie.
Yes. So, I mean, all the way back to, what was the one with Tom Cruise?
Legends?
Legend, yes, with Tom Cruise and Tim Curry.
Yeah.
All the way back to them, man. So it's always been in my wheelhouse. So, Harry Potter, the first one, came on, the Sorcerer's Stone, and then the Chamber of Secrets came on, which is the second
one.
The
Labyrinth also was in it. Jennifer Tilly, is that the one that's in it? The real hot brunette with the
it was
very big brains.
It was it Jennifer Tilly? I feel like it was Jennifer.
She was in like she did some 90s stuff.
Yes. I know who you're talking about.
The one from Liar Liar that was also.
Yeah, Jennifer. That's Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
But it was not Jennifer Tilly in Labyrinth.
What was her name?
I cannot remember that girl's name. She's a brunette.
Yes.
Real pretty girl.
She does the movie like Career Opportunities where she gets locked in Target and falls in love with the guy.
Yes. I cannot. It's Jennifer something. Jennifer.
Yeah. Well, she did the movie with
other Jennifer.
With Geisha something where they were lesbians. It was called Bound or something.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Bet you loved watching Bound, didn't you, Trevor?
I was going to say, like, the direction of my movies that are like my mind. Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Google.
Jennifer Connelly. Yeah, she played Hulk's girlfriend in the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the one with
Eric Bana.
Eric Bana, okay.
Yes, that was the first one.
That's the one I fell asleep during.
Yeah, yes, it was.
That was not very good.
Not the best Hulk movie. Ed Norton was the best Hulk, and I will die on that hill.
See, I'm the weird guy. I had this discussion with our intern today. I asked him. I didn't know who Tom Holland was.
Yes.
And he had to tell me who he was, and he was like
Spider-Man.
Well, see, and that's the thing. After the really bad third Spider-Man with Ned from Wings when he played Sandman.
Yes.
I gave up on. I'm not the guy who's like going to go back and watch a reboot. I gave up on it.
Nice Wings reference.
Thank you. I like that. Wings was not a bad show.
It was a great show.
I had moments.
It was funny.
I never watched it live. I didn't learn it till syndication. But I'm just like that weird guy. I don't know. Like I guess I have enough forgiveness in my basketball and my sports worlds where I can forgive Louisville for hiring Kenny Payne or the Eagles for hiring Rich Kotite. I have to have so much forgiveness in that. I guess when it comes to movies, like, I don't know. I just like when something has spoiled me so bad or rotten so bad, like that third Spider-Man, like, I'm done.
So you never watched the remake, the reboot Spider-Man. The reboot Spider-Man, the second one, not the one currently with Tom Holland, but the second Spider-Man. I can't remember the guy's name.
It's the guy from Social Network, right?
Yes.
That's what he was just telling me about, as well. He was educating me.
Those two are really good. Like, both Spider-Man 1 and 2, The Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 were both excellent.
Now, for what it's worth, I did like the first Spider-Man with, Kristen, whatever her name is, and
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst, yes. And I can't remember I liked the first one. I mean, maybe you called it guilty pleasure but
no, it was good. I
thought it was entertaining.
Every Spider-Man and that's the interesting thing is that every Spider-Man had very specific kind of lanes that they went into, and none of them copied off the other one. So they were all like, how Batman, they tried to keep the same Batman and just change the actor who was playing Michael Keaton's Batman.
Well, after the second one, yeah.
It was like they just kept trying to do the same character. With the Spider-Mans, they actually went and made each Spider-Man have its own personality, his own kind of storyline. They didn't try to just repeat the same things over and over.
But I mean, there's core work though to work off of, right? I mean, it's
absolutely,
a comic book. I mean,
absolutely. You got a lot of comic books. That's one thing. Comic books have plenty of source material. Trev.
Now, are you a comic book nerd? Were you?
Oh, absolutely.
So now, are you the guy that watches the Spider-Man movie and is like, oh, he didn't actually shoot it from his. He actually invented a device that did that. That's not in the comic. Like, I'm going to a Game of Thrones trivia thing tonight. I've never done a trivia night anywhere. I'm doing a Game of Thrones night.
Are you dressing up like Hodor?
No, but I do have a shirt I'm gonna switch into that. It looks like a whiskey ad, but it's Tormund's milk.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Tormund's Bane's milk. That's what I was gonna wear.
Wow.
But but with that, I'm the TV show guy only. I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones or not.
Oh yes, I've seen. I watched Game of Thrones for the first time last summer. That was my summer watch. Yes, and watched the whole thing.
It's awesome. You might have been confused in the binge like I was when they changed actors and was like, what's going on?
You know what's crazy?
But then you can't Google it because you don't want to spoil something. When they changed it, they did that to me in like 3 to 4.
I'm like, hold on, that dude was the guy who turned on all his people, and now he looks like completely different.
The Second Sons guy.
Yes,
that drove me insane for 3 episodes. I was like, I can't Google it.
I didn't like the new dude.
I didn't either.
Like they completely went a whole different direction with that whole character. It was very weird.
The original point of that was that as we're going, the topic amongst my friends is going to be television or books.
Yes.
And I never read the books, and I don't know what it is. If it's just Game of Thrones only, but there's other shows or movies that do it, it drives me insane when I watch it with someone who's a book guy.
Yes.
Because all they'll do is like, in the book. The book.
I hate that.
And I started to sit there and I go, this must be like what it's like to watch a sports movie with me.
Yeah, with the
it must be so annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate the
it drives me. They do every time.
No, I do not do that because, and like I said, there's so much source material. If you have read enough comic books, you know that they've had every character in the comic book be complete, completely different versions and variations. So
it's only gone on for 70 years, I think.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's been out.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like hell. How long has Superman been Superman? Like since the 30s, I believe. So you can go any direction you want with Superman because he's literally done everything. So
Did you watch The Boys?
Yes, I finished The Boys. I did that. I loved it. I got into The Boys late as well. That was one of my summer watches. I believe the summer prior, 2 summers ago. I watched The Boys.
I like that you're kind of like me with you can avoid spoilers. Don't want to watch it, and you're just going to wait until all 6 seasons are out. And you don't have to wait a year.
Well, you know
2
what's
years
crazy?
between. You don't have to wait a week when they're released.
Yes, no, I hate that.
Yeah, especially you would think us growing up with that kind of television watching would be okay with it, but we're not.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm the same. Like I'll sometimes wait until something's been out for at least 2, if not 3 seasons. Sometimes I'll start it. Hopefully, it's maybe gone farther. I was with you with Game of Thrones. I didn't start it till season 6.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and then watched it live after that. But.
I am such a sports nut. Like during the sports year. And anytime there's any sporting events on, are on, the one thing, if you all don't know anything about me, even though I've been doing this for about 20 years now.
Yeah, about as long as I have.
You know what I mean?
I think we started around the same time.
Literally.
On John Renshaw's show.
Literally. Oh, my man, John Renshaw. But, like, the thing about me is, like, I am a sports nut, fanatic, crazy person. So, like, when it's during the football, basketball season and when baseball's good, I am so locked in there, I don't really watch any shows. So, like, there's only so much time during the summer months to be able to watch and catch up shows. You know what I mean? Because I actually do work a 9 to 5 as well. So, like there's so much, so little time that Breaking Bad, I think I watched 3 years ago for the first time.
I couldn't get through Breaking Bad. I dropped after season 3. I don't know why.
Really?
I know. I get that same reaction.
That's unbelievable. It's great. Better Call Saul. I've watched all that, but I always binge them in the summer. This is the time when I watch my shows.
Because you hate baseball.
Is now. Oh, I hate baseball. If you all want, I'm gonna tell y'all right now at the start of the show, if you're looking for World Cup updates.
I like the World Cup.
You better get with KRC. I love, I love Peak dearly. He's my dude, but I have turned him off at least 4 times during this World Cup because Peak loves soccer, and I'm calling it soccer. It's not football.
Well, I call it soccer too.
It's soccer. That's because we live in America. Yeah. Trevor, don't be ashamed to be an American. It's soccer.
Never.
I'm not a soccer guy. So I'm not going to talk about soccer, and I'm not going to talk about baseball.
So I can excuse baseball, especially with the way the Reds and the Blue Jays are playing this season. But you don't even every once in a while. Because I used to be like you, and it wasn't until I was about maybe 20-ish. I think the 2002 World Cup is what really got me hooked, and I've been hooked ever since. So I love every 4 years. Now I don't watch like Premier League.
Never watched it.
MLS or anything. I mean, I'll watch if I'm up, which for whatever reason I might be up on a Saturday like 8 a.m.
Yeah,
I will watch it, or put it on because literally there's nothing else on at that point. But I am kind of with you with sport, like with television and movies in the summertime, which, it's not like it's a new thing. Summer blockbusters have been coming out since the 80s, or since Jaws, really, in 75. And, this is the perfect time. Once
Supergirl upcoming next week.
I know you're excited for that. With everything wrapping up, but you're not going to watch, even with USA, you're not going to watch.
No, not at all. I've never. I was literally watching. The only reason that I watched any of the Stanley Cup final when Carolina closed it out is because I went to my favorite watering hole out there. Shout out Jock Sports Bar.
Oh, I remember
on
Jock.
Breckenridge
Lane.
Wow,
that's old school. I haven't Jock's in forever.
Out there next to the bingo hall.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hanging out at Jock's on. What was that, Sunday night? When was the final? Was that Monday?
I can give you some off-the-air Renshaw stories about Jocks.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm sure.
And it's got to be off the air.
Yeah. Any story about Renshaw has to be off the air.
Well,
even what was on the air needed to be off the air.
I don't know. The one where I lost him one Sunday there watching football, and then I found him wearing nothing but his underwear in the office playing air guitar. That one's due. I can say that one on the air.
That is fair.
Yeah, but the other days I lost him, that's got to be off the air conversation.
I love Johnny.
He's doing good in Chicago.
Is he? Yeah. I'm glad to hear it. But, only the reason that I watched the final and watched Carolina close it out is because it just happened to be on at the sports bar. When and even then, I was split between watching that and probably like a WNBA game. Plus, I saw some goofy boxer or MMA guy walking through the Oval Office to go fight a octagon.
That was actually J.D. Vance.
The most ridiculous. That's still the most ridiculous thing. Sean O'Malley walking through the Oval Office is the most. It felt like I was watching an episode of The Simpsons.
Or the boys.
Or the boys.
I mean, we saw that Oval Office fight scene in the boys.
Oh, so you're right, exactly. Yeah, and so that's the only reason that I watched any of it. So hockey, I apologize, y'all. Hockey, World Cup, baseball. I can't do it. I loved the Braves 30 years ago. I was a big David Justice guy. So
Okay. Well, so I guess. I thought you weren't going to do the show on Friday with us because USA played at 3 during our broadcast.
Oh, yeah, no.
I assumed that you were just like, I can't do Friday. I'm going to be all,
I only know one American soccer player ever, and that's Alexi Lalas.
Well, I was going to say, I only can name one off this year, Steve, and I'm still pumped.
No, I could not tell you.
Because I don't need to know their individual names. To me, we're all Americans.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll catch it afterwards. I'll be watching. So if Harry Potter's on, if I have a choice between watching, Harry Potter #4 for the 18th time, I will still choose that over the World Cup.
Before we switch to sports for the first time,
yes, sir.
Which may be the last time as well, knowing us too. What is your favorite go-to sci-fi movie?
Go-to favorite,
or just even movie again? I'm going to assume it's sci-fi by the way you've talked.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure I've asked you this before, but I forgot.
My favorite. I mean, that's tough. Like.
There's not one that you can go to like
Aliens probably.
Okay. Now Aliens plural the second one?
Yes, the second one. Even though I love the first one. I love the first one. I love Alien, but Aliens was like that for me watching
Sigourney
Weaver do her thing was my thing.
Got a thing for a lady in power, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah,
being a little
like watch Sigourney in the big, big mech suit fighting the giant alien. Like that to me is America and apple pie right there. You feel me?
Okay, so, I got you.
Ripley was my favorite character growing up. Was probably why I loved Metroid the video game. You know what I'm saying? When they reveal that the hero of Metroid is a girl.
Now, did you join the military because of Aliens and got there and was like, this is nothing?
Nothing like it.
I just got lied to 100%. Even though you did go to Hawaii.
I am a proud former Marine, but yeah, nothing like it. And definitely not why I joined. But hey, I earned it. I earned my Eagle Globe and Anchor, baby. So it's all good. But believe it or not, Trev, we actually, when I was getting prepared, it was probably last Friday. I was like, God, I have nothing to talk about. There's nothing. There's no sports news. Now, I want to tell you, like, literally, if we wanted to talk hardcore sports, and I know people, look, 502-414-1450, that is the Gameday Men's Health text line. You all are the best texters in the business into the Mike Rutherford Show. We are going to have plenty of topics. And one thing y'all know about me, regardless of whether it's a topic that I bring up or a topic you want to talk about, whether it's basketball, football, recruiting, I watch all the guys. If you want to hear about Mason Grivna, the young man from Ballard who just got a offer letter from the University of Louisville, if you want to talk about Boyan Zhang, and you want to talk about, I watched all those guys. Any sort of film or any opportunity, I watch it all. So if you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate, and I'm going to make Trevor read all the text because I can't read anything.
No, I got to read?
Yes, reading is required for this assignment for the next 2 hours and what?
Swore that was
minutes?
Not needed on the resume.
Yeah,
but,
that will be required, Trevor. I appreciate you.
And I believe you when you say you watch all this because clearly you haven't watched any soccer and you haven't.
Yes, exactly.
You're not watching any baseball.
Something has to fill my time. Yes, I was watching Lord Voldemort come alive on the screen last night rather than watch anything World Cup related.
I don't even know who that is.
That is
that bad to me that I don't know?
That is kind of sad, especially because you're such a big movie guy. So is it you don't like the fantasy genre? Is that kind of your thing?
It's not that. I did think Dune was boring.
Dune was boring. The new Dune is very good.
Well, I thought the new one was
Timothy
boring.
Chalamet. Really, I thought that was actually much better than the original.
And then to be fair, I went into it going this is really just a Star Wars ripoff, not knowing that really Star Wars ripped it off. To be honest with you,
yes.
But yeah, the Timothy, that emo kid, he annoys me. I don't know what. I just want to punch him in the face. I don't know why.
He is a little pretentious. He has a punchable face.
He's like Elijah Wood too. Had that face. I can't describe why I don't like him. I just want to drop kick him like I'm Ralph Macchio. But anyway, I haven't seen anything really he's in that I like.
Speaking of Elijah Wood, my girlfriend has never seen Lord of the Rings. So
that talk about boring.
We're actually going through. We're watching the extended edition of each one.
What are you trying to get her to leave you?
No, she loved it.
Was this like your last ditch effort to have her dump you?
Hey, you know what? Because that was going to be one of my questions. It's to me, Lord of the Rings is one of the greatest trilogies ever made.
I mean, you're asking your girlfriend to watch a movie about walking. What do you think she's going to do when she's done? She's going to leave.
No. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not.
It's
She
9
said she
hours
liked
of walking.
It was a 4-hour. The first one, the Fellowship of the Ring, is about 4 hours long, 3 hours and 48 minutes, I believe.
That's the first one or the last one?
That's the first one.
Because the last one had like 90 minutes of endings. I know that.
Yes, the last one is 4 hours and 48 minutes, I think. 4 hours and 48
I saw each in theaters, and hand to God, I don't think I've watched one of them since.
Well, at least you've seen them.
I did go to theaters to see them, yeah.
At least you've seen them.
I will try to give a movie. I mean, people like to think I hate on stuff, and I do. Like, I hated Maverick. I thought it was a piece of crap. But, like, I will go and I will watch the movie at least once.
Why
Sometimes
did you hate Top Gun Maverick. It wasn't even that bad of a movie.
It was a textbook, crappy, nostalgic cash grab sequel.
I don't disagree.
That was not entertaining
But can
at
it?
all.
Let me ask you something. Can it be a cash grab and also be still a good storyline?
No, possibly, but they failed at that to me. I mean, it was just a repeat of the first one, but with like more modern. I mean, instead of like the volleyball scene, you got like beach football or whatever. I don't know. It sucked.
They tried to go through all the classic tropes. I'll agree with you.
So and then I have a theory. No sequel can be more than 9 years old that really worth being good.
Yeah, I heard that your stance on that when you were talking to Mike, that you said that if a sequel happens more than X number of years,
it's 9 years.
9 years after the original, then it sucks.
And the only reason I put it at 9 was because Terminator 2 might be the longest gap from 1 to 2 with a good movie. To me, I mean, in terms especially.
So you did not like any of the new Star Wars? Any of the?
I didn't. I hated the first one.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yes. The second one, third one, I'm not in love with, but I think get a bad rap. I think people are a little too harsh.
Agreed.
And I have learned that in people like in their like under 30,
yes,
like they love those three movies in a way that people over 30, 35, like we are, love the original three.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's an age wheelhouse thing.
Of course.
Where they grew up with it. Exactly.
Yes. It's what
now,
you grew up with.
the last three, I loved Force Awakens. I thought it was great. The second two, I thought I would rather jump off a building and catch my eyelid on a rusted nail than sit through watching Carrie Fisher float through space alive again.
I hated the last three movies.
I liked Force Awakens.
I wanted Finn to be the hero.
And he was good in the first one, and in the second one, they turned him into like a swiveling idiot.
They turned him in. Are you a Star Trek guy?
No, I don't hate it, but I just never really got into it.
They turned him into Benjamin Sisko.
Anybody
who knows who Benjamin Sisko is, there was a Star Trek show called Deep Space Nine.
I feel like there's a half our audience right now is going, ooh, Rashawn. That's harsh, man.
And the Deep Space Nine, of all the Star Trek universe, you had all these great captains that went all these great adventures, and you finally get the black captain. And you know what the black captain did, Trevor? He sat on the edge of space and worked at a gas station, basically.
Oh, that's not cool.
It was terrible.
How's that an upgrade from the last black person on the Enterprise that answered phones? I mean, come on.
It's like literally, he's the captain of a gas station. Like, come on. Like,
I didn't know they needed gas in space.
I mean, basically Finn laying around in a coma.
They ruined him in the second, third one. I thought the first one had potential. Now, you can argue, Trevor, you liked the first Force Awakens. It was nothing but a paint-by-numbers repeat of the Hope.
New Hope.
New Hope, and I get that. But I don't know. Something about it, it did strike a like with me. And, I mean, it wasn't a full thing. I mean, you did have, spoiler, a kind of shocking somewhat, ending a death near the end.
Yes, but
plus I like Adam Driver a lot.
Bringing back Palpatine was the most lame, terrible.
I mean,
just
the second, third, the Jedi. Well, I don't even remember what they're called. Is it the Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi,
and then crap or whatever. What's it called? I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember. It was so bad. I went to
terrible.
The third one I saw in theaters and left thinking I hated it, and I was like, friends were like, "Oh, it's not that bad." I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'll go see it again." But I was like, you owe me money if it sucks. And it sucked.
The only thing I liked about it is she had the gold lightsaber, which I thought was cool.
I've already blacked that out of my mind.
That's the only thing that was cool about it. She made a gold lightsaber, and I thought that was awesome.
All right, we have officially done a full segment, and I think we talked zero sports, and we've got a break in 40 seconds.
There we go. Hey, well, we have so much coming up. We have Aaron Torres podcast, Louisville basketball offseason grades. We have that and much more. I promise y'all, we're going to have a whole lot of sports over the next 2.5 hours. This is I was about to say Wake Up 502. The Mike Rutherford Show. Rashawn Trevor will be back.
Running wild such a while to see.
Jeffersonville.
It is dead. That's what I said.
I love it, Trev.
Let the man rapper play and say he's singing.
Maybe I'd say top 10 all-time favorite albums is Superfly soundtrack.
Really?
Love Curtis Mayfield's stuff. I love Curtis Mayfield in general, but this soundtrack, I mean,
Absolutely.
like it's one of those things. Like I remember the first time someone played Pink Floyd The Wall for me.
Yeah.
I remember my buddy Tobias. He used to work at Chick Inn with me out on River Road. I don't know if you're dating myself on that one.
Yes.
You remember Chick Inn?
Oh, yeah.
And I used to work out there briefly back in the, I think I was like maybe 15, 16 years old. I don't think I had my license yet. He played this album in the kitchen, and I was like, who? I don't know who this was at the time. We didn't have the internet, kids, so I couldn't even look up. And he burned the CD for me, and I was hooked.
Yeah,
I was hooked, just like everything else. Yeah,
hooked like everything.
I think I didn't know where to go with that one, but I was hooked. But it's one of those albums. Like I remember, like I said, the Pink Floyd. I remember this girl Desiree used to hang out with. Her brother was the older fish head and kind of a burnout, and he played that album one time when I was 12 years old, and
changed your life.
I was hooked, man.
Changed your life forever. I love it.
What would be any album? Like right off the top of your head, you were going to pick an album that you can play from start to finish. What would it be?
Purple Rain. Purple Rain.
Well, then you might like the second hour then.
Yeah. Purple Rain, man.
I don't have that queued up.
Every word, Trevor. I know every word of that album from front to back. I mean, even though I loved Michael Jackson growing up, and I loved Off the Wall and I loved Thriller, which I can probably, I probably know almost every word of Thriller, but I literally know every word of the Purple Rain album.
Today's music is I just basically did a two piece. This was our 70s, and then the next hour would be the 80s, and then we have the 90s.
Nice.
And the spoiler, yes, in the 80s I went with Prince.
Oh, very nice. See?
I didn't know Purple Rain, though. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. I always trust your musical selection.
I mean, it's hard to pick a bad Prince song unless I go with Bat Dance or something.
Even though Mike loves to talk about you because he just tells you that you don't know any current music. It's so
well. I don't. I just said I only went to the 90s on here.
I'm like, Mike, you don't know any new music either. You're like, come on, like Mike does not just strike me as the most hip, up-to-date guy.
I mean, he listens to Elliott Smith, who, is not, I like, but is also, has been, dead for like 25 years. If you gave me 1,000
choices, I would never know exactly who or what Elliott Smith does.
He does you ever seen the movie Good Will Hunting?
Yes.
He does the soundtrack for that.
Ah, okay.
Very slow. Okay. His biggest hit was Miss Misery. Ugh. Can't spit that out.
That's not necessarily my wheelhouse when I go to my acoustic listening.
And I like it, but it's not. I can't really play a lot. It's so depressing. Like we're not trying to be like if I play it on here, and it's like people are gonna start like just like driving off the bridge or heading for the can opener or something.
We don't want to do that.
No.
My job as the host of Wake Up 502, I'm here to elevate people. I'm here to energize people. I'm here to do all those things. So we can't make them depressed. We don't want them going to the can opener. We want to get them excited about Louisville basketball, Louisville football, and make fun of Kentucky at all costs. That's what we do. Oh, the Kentucky fans are so pissed off at me, Trevor.
Well, they're always pissed at you, Rashawn.
They're always so mad at me. I don't know why. I mean,
have you ever had a Kentucky fan be happy with you other than like when KP was our coach?
Stephen Peake likes me. Like, I have one Kentucky person.
Good news and bad news for you, buddy.
Steven likes me, but
I'll tell you what he told me.
I love poking the bear. I cannot help it. UK dropped their first little practice video, and they showed Braden Hawthorne, their guy who redshirted last year, shoot just the slowest jump shot in history from the corner. It looked like Kyle Anderson. He shot the ball so slow, and they were like, money. It's like, dude, that's the slowest jump shot in the world. And I just put that out there on Twitter last night. I have like 85,000 comments today.
Well, I thought, first of all, Kyle Henderson's the jump shot's as slow as me getting off the toilet. It is slow.
The slowest jump shot.
But I did see what you were referring to.
Oh, and me.
I thought you were going to bring up the one maybe that was before it, where they put up the highlight, and you're like, that's nice. But lousy defense.
Oh, no, it was in the same highlight. It was the same highlight.
Okay, my bad.
Braden Hawthorne with the slow jump shot and Milan Momcilovic with the,
Yeah, you're going to. I mean, come on now.
The traffic
like, if you wanted to do that with even the Louisville clips, you really could. I mean,
that's not any fun.
I know
people. Come on, we got to feed the mice the cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to go for the bait.
I mean, you're too tall to be a troll, man. Come on.
But it's fun. It's fun.
It can be fun.
It is fun. And like, this is how I get through. You want to know how I get through June and get through July? Like, poking the bear with the Kentucky fans because they are so emotionally fragile this year, Trevor, because they know their basketball team is probably going to be crap.
Well, they have high hopes now with
And
Milan
because they got
coming in.
Milan, they are way overvaluing everything he is as a player.
Now, I know we're a Louisville show, but I'd be remiss to ask, since you have not actually, I guess, been on the air since this announcement, since you were on Saturday.
Yes.
And it broke on Monday. Your thoughts on the man, Jay Batt? Coming in. I mean, he's got the hip-hop name.
I don't trust him.
He's Agent J.
Anybody who has a first name and it's just a single letter is a psychopath.
Well, what about Will Smith in Men in Black? He was Agent J.
You can be Agent J if you're working for Men in the Back, but when you're a real grown man and you have a job and you say my first name is J and it's just a letter, like, who are you?
Well, he's MIB in Men in Blue.
Like, yeah, terrible.
Like,
Jay, I don't trust him.
No
He's a
kids,
psychopath.
and I got dad jokes.
That sounds like the most pretentious. Like, I guarantee you I would not like him.
Okay, because
just based on his name.
And I can't help it because his name is like Jason, I think. And if you go to Wikipedia, it just says Jason, J in parentheses, Bat. So I don't know, is J maybe his middle name and it's just the letter J and that's what he goes by? Or does he go by J because it almost feels like a weird ripoff. Remember the old the T-Mac and T-Will? When everybody took their first letter and half their last name.
Yeah.
But his name's only 3 letters or 4, so he has to just go by J Bat.
It's weird. It's weird.
I don't know. He does sound like a SoundCloud rapper. I do.
He just sounds like just the douchiest dude ever.
Plus, does it make you feel, I know we both have gray anyway, but old that the new Kentucky athletic director is younger than, because you're older than me, I remember.
Yes.
Right? You're like only a couple years, but you're older than me. How old are you again?
48.
Yes, so, well, actually, you're 2 years older, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm 46. So we're both exactly older than the new Kentucky. I mean, that's like
wild.
Knowing we're older than a coach I've accepted in my life. Like seeing a third-generation player play that I watched their grandfather on.
Right.
Like, I've gone and accepted that. Because kids, people have kids young.
Yeah. One
of my best friends is a grandfather.
Watching DJ Wagner is like.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But, like, I don't know. I feel like athletic directors should never, like, I'm not over 50 yet. Like, I shouldn't be
I agree.
having this issue.
I agree. No, I'm right there with you. Yeah, having a athletic director. I mean, I have I've waved the white flag, Trev. But I've also decided I'm never getting older. Like, I was out at the gym last night. Me and my son played ball for 3 hours last night at the Y. So, I'm still out there. So I refuse to say that I'm getting older. Everybody else is getting older. I'm staying the same.
No, I agree. You do have a really young at heart. I know you stay in shape. You've kept that weight off. I know you lost a lot of weight back a couple years ago, and you keep looking good.
Thank you.
I joked about switching shirts with you, but your shirt probably wouldn't fit me.
You did, even though we're both wearing. We got the right colors.
We both have the cardinal head on.
Absolutely. We were feeling the bird head today.
My logo is a lot bigger than yours because my shirt's bigger. And this is the shirt that I wore when I sat ringside at the AEW show in Lexington.
Okay.
And I got crap on Twitter and people were like, "Who's this fat dummy?
Yeah.
Doesn't he know he's in UK land wearing it?" And Matt Jones was sitting right across from me, texting me. He's like, "Dude, are you wearing a Louisville?" I'm like, "Yes, I did."
Hey, let me tell you something. The greatest T-shirt I ever wore to Lexington. The day after, no, it was the week after Rick Pitino committed to, coming to become the Louisville coach. I got one of those Got Pitino shirts and wore it to Lexington to go visit my sister.
I had Tayshaun Prince autograph mine.
Who was at UK at the time. And I was walking around Lexington. You should have seen how many dirty looks I got.
Oh, I sold those at Carpet. I know. Yeah. Did you ever get the one, and this one almost got me beat up twice in a gas station, where it says the only thing I hate more in Kentucky basketball, and on the back it says, "Our Kentucky fans."
Yeah.
I had stuff thrown at me, not rightfully so, and usually I deserve at a game. But the day I retired that shirt I was in like a Circle K.
Yeah.
And this guy behind me, just took it completely personally. He's like, "You hate me?" I'm like, I don't even remember him wearing the shirt. I'm like, "What are you talking about, man?" He's like, and he wanted to fight me. Like, he's just ready. I'm like, "Dude, that's great." He's like, "You hate me? Let's go outside so much." I was like, "You're awesome, dude. I don't hate you. You hate me. I'm an idiot. Let's just move." Like, I don't feel like getting stabbed in the neck like I'm in Stand By Me over here. Like, I'm good. And I think that was the day I was like, you know what? People just can't take this shirt. And I think it's funny. Oh, if I saw someone wearing it says the only thing I hate more in Louisville basketball is Louisville fans, I would laugh.
There have been a few times where I have been worried that some Kentucky fans were going to find my address.
Well,
if
they didn't listen to the last earlier part of the segment, yeah, I think you sometimes might do that. Like I'm just wearing a shirt, not trying to entice. You're going at them.
Oh yeah, I always do. That's always been my nature, Trev. But it's always been hard. And I always told the Kentucky fans, look, you got to at least respect me, because a lot of people will sit over there, talk junk, and know nothing about the product for which they're talking about. I know most Kentucky rosters and players better than most Kentucky fans. Like, I watch every game. I know intimately every player. I follow them as closely as I follow U of L. So, like, at least respect the fact that I know your team. Like, I know what you're doing. I know who your coaches are. I know your style of play. Like, that's my whole thing. Is like, if you're going to talk smack, at least know the team.
Not me. I only watched half a game, then I watched. Then I started watching a rerun of Night Court instead.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's all I always say is like, you know what? At least respect that I can sit down. If you want to sit down and have a beer with me and break it down and talk about your team, I can do that too. Do I talk smack because I love to poke the bear and have that nice go back and forth? Absolutely. But I also like have a real conversation with you about your team.
But you're always going to have a lean for Louisville, though.
Absolutely.
I mean, if Milan signs in Louisville, you're talking about not his lack of lateral quickness from left to right, but how swift his wrist is and how beautiful the jump.
Oh, my God, he got crossed over. That was terrible. Like, are his ankles okay? But, you know, that's the fun part. But
that's the part of being a fan.
They're so sensitive right now. It's just fun. And to that note, Aaron Torres, who, of course, is a very notable college basketball guy.
Follows me on Twitter, by the way.
He does. Nice. Yeah. You know, he's a big college basketball guy. I love him a lot more than what's the one guy, John
talking about Goodman?
No, not John Goodman. John
Fanta? No.
The one weird guy that does the college basketball all year long.
Rothstein.
Rothstein.
He does there's so much so-and-so and so-and-so games.
Yes.
He compares them to 80s guys.
I'm not a Rothstein guy. I am not. I love Aaron Torres. He's a dude, you know. Of course, I love Doster and Goodman as well. But Aaron Torres, who's definitely one of the most knowledgeable guys out there in the college basketball world, he is currently going through and doing, now that all the rosters are set, we have basically all the freshmen have committed. All of your transfer portal guys have gone where they're going. Most of your Europeans have committed to where they're going. He's starting to do off-season grades. And thankfully for Aaron, he knew that I was going to be coming on the Mike Rutherford show. So he was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and drop this last night so Rashawn will have information and stuff to talk about. He did his podcast, and Trevor said that he has not heard any of this audio. So I gave him the YouTube clip, and I gave him a couple of different marks where we're going to.
You came at it like a producer on me with this one.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hooked it up. I was listening to it. I listened to the whole thing, the whole podcast. If you want to listen to it, it's about 23 minutes, so it's a super easy listen. But Trev, I know we got a few up there. He talks about Flory Badunga. He talks about Jackson Shelstad. He talks about a little bit about the Louisville schedule as well as the offseason grades. So I was just going to let Trev.
Should I just go this in order with Badunga first?
Yeah, let's do the Badunga, and I'll get your thoughts on it, and we'll just do one at a time.
Out of curiosity, do you know how long it plays? I'll let you just say
his conversation goes about. Yeah, I'll just tell you to stop. It goes about a minute or so, minute and a half, something like that.
Real quick, here we go.
And talk Flory Badunga for a second, because you know it's crazy to me, and I understand that part of this is just the nature of college basketball, and frankly, let's call it what it is: the nature of a truly awesome rivalry between Louisville and Kentucky. I don't pick sides. I want both programs to be good. It's great for college basketball. No different than it's good for college basketball when Duke and Carolina are good. It's good for college football when Auburn and Alabama are good. But I'm bringing this up because I do feel like there's this weird revisionist history on Flory Badunga. I understand that he measured 6'7" in socks at the NBA Draft Combine. Well, guess what? He ain't playing in the NBA anymore next year. He's playing college basketball, and we know that he is an incredible college basketball player. This was a guy last year at Kansas. I thought he was maybe the most improved player in all of college basketball. Really raw as a freshman, 13 points per game as a sophomore. Also on top of that, on top of the 13 points per game, he also averaged as well 9 rebounds. He was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. And I'm sorry, anyone who is trying to diminish the impact that Flory Badunga can have in college basketball, respectfully, you're kind of being an idiot. Because here's the thing. This is how I know Floyd Badunga is good. He played the last 2 years for Bill Self. I know Bill Self will not talk about it publicly, but clearly Bill Self did not want this guy to leave. He decided to leave for whatever reason. And remember, when he hit the portal, who were the schools that were recruiting Floyd Badunga? At one point, there was a Final Four, even though he never took any other visits. Duke, Michigan, St. John's. I'm sorry, when Duke wants you, when Rick Pitino wants you, and when Dusty May wants you, guess what? You're a pretty freaking good basketball player, and this notion that he isn't going to be incredible at Louisville next year is preposterous. And let me even take it a step further.
Okay, you can stop.
He
it
is
right
exactly.
I'm assuming he's referring to Kentucky fans being haters, right?
Yeah, the whole initiative of, Louisville has a 6'7" center. I have seen played out over and over, and even Aaron Torres, as a national guy, is seeing all of these people, mainly Kentucky fans, talking about, oh my God, Floyd measured 6'7" and 3/4 in socks. Oh my God, Louisville has a 6'7" center.
Well, without taking a drink for Jay Billis, I mean, in his wingspan, like 7'4" or something.
Yes.
I mean, the guy can tie his shoes standing straight up.
Yes, and I love the fact that when Aaron Torres started this whole thing talking about the roster breakdown and talking about the starting lineups, that he basically went right to that whole conversation. The stupidest conversation ever. What did you think about his comments and thoughts on Floyd?
I think it is kind of. I don't know if I would even take much stock into people who are like trying to diminish him, as he just said. There's no really evidence. I mean, maybe he does have a bad season. I don't foresee it happening. But I guess anything's possible. Kevin Garnett told us once. But, but as Aaron pointed out, I mean, you've got the three relatively hottest programs in the country right now going after this guy. Sorry about that.
No, you're right.
I've been drinking unsweet tea, and it's been clogging my throat a little bit. That's what if you see me drinking out of a white jug, that's what I'm drinking. By the way, it's unsweet tea in there.
Oh, nice. Me,
like,
I have my trusty Louisville Rashawn cup. You see, it has the Cardinal bird.
Oh yeah, nice.
And the Louisville on the other.
I was too lazy to pour mine in a cup, so I just brought the whole container in here with me. And
It's just water for me, though.
It's well, I can't do water. I'm just an unsweet tea guy. It's the closest to water I get. But I digress. I mean, you know what? If you want to, hey, I can remind you another team that went to back-to-back national titles and won one with a 6'7" center, and that was Arkansas and Corliss Williamson.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he obviously changed his position as he went into the NBA, but he was technically
big,
power forward, I
nasty.
guess. But, yeah, he was a 6'7" undersized power. I mean, it's college basketball. You can be 6'7" and play center or play power forward in today's college basketball, even though I do understand that we have kind of, I don't want to say digress, but moved back to kind of the era of college basketball where the big man is becoming the more dominant and needed thing, where we had been more guard play the last couple of years.
Since 2021,
and it's something
big
that
men have ruled college basketball.
And Rutherford gives me credit for this because it's like the one time I was right about it, or anything maybe probably, was I kind of saw I kind of saw with the NBA's progression and what they look at as a big man, combined with NIL and being able to keep these kids in. It started with like the kid from North Carolina, the Baycott kid. I was like, in old days, this kid's a sophomore and gone. Mm-hmm. But now, you can be Chris Mim and stay until 6 years in the league because there's no reason to go get drafted in the NBA where you're going to be a bust anyway.
Yeah.
And that's, I think you have seen that. And now, granted, he is a little on the smaller side, but with that wingspan and that's athletic ability, 6'7" is not. I mean, it's not to make fun of. And on top of it. I'm not going to, be the pointing out of hypocrisy because I think to be a hypocrite is human nature. But you're Kentucky, Chuck Hayes, dude. Yeah. I mean, he's not even. He's 6'7" on his tippy toes.
Yeah.
And you love Chuck Hayes, and you have every reason to love Chuck Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
But otherwise, come on, dude.
It's ridiculous. Well, and first of all, Floyd Badunga wears tennis shoes. He doesn't play basketball barefoot, and with his shoes on, he's 6'9". All right, he's 6'9".
First of all, he's not wearing the lifts like Jimmy and Seinfeld. Okay, there's no way he's 6'9" with.
Oh no, he's absolutely.
He's not
6'9".
wearing lifts.
He measures 6'9" with his shoes on. He literally, like I if you
would that be shoes and phone book?
No. If you look at his combine measurements with shoes on, he measured at 6'9" and maybe a touch over, maybe.
I thought the first person to play basketball in high heels would be the WNBA, but I guess I'm wrong.
Well, believe it or not, I mean, like shoes with your insoles are usually an inch to an inch and a half. Usually, that's how much your sneaker sole adds to.
How tall are you with socks?
With my shoes on, I'm 6'4.5".
I'm 6'3" flat with no shoes.
Yeah. I am 6'3.5", no shoes.
Yeah, so you are a little bit taller.
Yeah, I'm 6'3.5", no shoes. With my shoes on, I'm almost 6'5". So
I don't think my shoes are that thick.
Shout out to Donovan Mitchell for
I'm on the wrong shoes.
Yeah, but you know what? Players do buy. They do wear thicker soled shoes. Believe it or not, for their combine measurements.
And that's why they measure them in socks. But what if he wore like 5 pairs of socks? I mean, how do we know he's not really 6'5" right here?
I mean,
like a Byron Houston over.
Plus, you wear insoles in your shoes, so you have that. A lot of those guys wear insoles and inserts inside their shoes. So yeah, guys definitely play with the numbers with a little bit of that stuff.
Well,
but at the end of the day, Floyd Badunga is going to be a first-team All-American.
I'd like to hope so.
Preseason. Okay, so at the end of the day, Louisville's going to have the preseason #1 center in the country.
Now he's still raw offensively.
Yeah,
and if you want to like hate on him on that instead of his height, you can do that. That's where you need to attack. You're attacking the wrong part.
Yeah. I mean. But the dude is but you don't have to run a play for him, and he's going to get you a double every game. And when you can do that, take that all day long.
Would I be too homer to say that he's like maybe a smaller version of a current Ben Wallace?
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
his motor, the way his aggressiveness, his motor, he's a little bit better. He's more talented offensively than Ben Wallace was. Like the thing that I was very interested to see at the NBA Draft Combine, he showed a back to the basket game in terms of actually catching the ball, going left-handed and right-handed with a hook shot, which I had not seen him do much of any at Kansas. Most of the time when I saw him at Kansas was either pick and roll, lob, put back, or he was just going to dunk it on somebody if he got close enough. But he shot a few very nice post hook type of plays during his run. He played 2 games at the Combine and, was solid in both. But his motor is amazing. He chases after every rebound.
So now you make him sound like Rodman at 6'7".
He tracks the ball extremely well, and he just plays harder than everybody else. Literally. I mean, that's the thing about him. He's not an elite guy that plays like I'm the best guy out there and I'm taking, I'm walking up and down the court. Floyd Badunga has a motor.
And this is not Louisville fans trying to blow smoke off of a guy from Europe like Faroux, who I did like Faroux when he was here in some ways. He's very raw, and hopefully he develops wherever he went. I can't remember already.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was, if you're getting pumped and talking about him, with Badunga, you have the evidence.
Absolutely.
You have, and it's not evidence of him playing, third-tier pro in Greece. No disrespect to the good people of Greece.
No.
But you're talking about playing, as you just said, the defensive player of the year, as Aaron pointed out, in a conference that was pretty damn good defensively.
The young man, Trevor, the young man was a top 10 kid coming out of high school.
If he wasn't 6'7", he would be in the NBA.
He was a McDonald's All-American. Yeah. He was very good as a freshman, and then Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year as a sophomore. Like, he has all of the accolades and achievements you can have for a big man, for, a guy who had the reputation coming out of being a great player and has been a great player the whole time he's been in college. Only his second year. And Louisville's getting him in his third year, which you would expect he's going to be even more developed. He's going to be even more focused. And usually, once guys know that they're a junior, you're no longer worried about, okay, what am I going to do to get to the NBA? I'm going to be in the long haul for this college thing. I'm going to go out here and just give it the best I have.
Plus, you're making like $6 million,
and you're making great money on top of it. Right? You're making $5 or $6 million. So I'm super, super excited about him. Do we have enough time to get the Shellstad?
How long is it?
About minute or two.
Okay, that's not fine. Because we got a couple minutes.
Cool.
We're mainly the hard out at the bottom of the hour, but
okay, wonderful.
We can sneak this one in real quick. Cool. This is
Shellstad, maybe a little bit of Carter Knox also, I believe.
Okay.
On Jackson Shellstad that he's not that good. 16 points per game, 5 assists per game. I can tell you, with authority, Jackson Shellstad was supposed to visit Arizona after he visited Louisville. Credit to Pat Kelsey for getting that deal done before Jackson Shellstad left campus. But I'm sorry, when Arizona is recruiting you to replace the Big 12 Player of the Year, it means that, you're a pretty good player. He commits to Louisville before he ever leaves campus. Arizona goes in another direction, but it doesn't change the fact that Jackson Shellstad is a stud. And then if you've heard me talk about Carter Knox before, you know how high I am on him. It was just listen, Carter Knox was a guy that people were talking about as a guy who could have been drafted last year. He comes back to college in 2026. Unfortunately, deals with injuries, does not play after Valentine's Day. And really, it was just a weird deal because Billy Richmond did a lot of the same things that he did. But look at those stats right there. In a down season in the SEC, 8 points per game on 38% three-point shooting. I would say that guy's a pretty darn good college basketball player. And then let's take it a step further. I keep saying, go back to his final few games, his freshman year at Arkansas, when Arkansas made a run to the Sweet 16. They lose in overtime to Texas Tech in that Sweet 16, 20 points, 6 rebounds against Texas Tech, 15 points in that win over St. John's. So there are other players. Booyan Zhang, obviously.
Stop that right there. So obviously Aaron Torres, very, very high on Shellstad, who I love. And I do think that the Carter Knox edition, to me, Louisville had two of the sneaky best commitments. Like, you can talk about, like, everybody knows Jackson Shellstad is a very good player. Even those that want to hate know he's a very good player.
I would have liked him
him
to defend him the way he did Badunga, because Badunga, it wasn't just who recruited him. With Jackson, it was just kind of like, Arizona recruited him, so he must be. Now, I'm not saying that I don't think he is. He is good, and I've seen only the highlights, so you can only take so much out of highlights.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would have liked Aaron to give me kind of
a little bit more,
more other than just Arizona recruited him, so he must be good type of thing. I mean, that's great for football, but this is basketball where we actually know what makes somebody good and not between you and I. Like in football, I mean, you know football better than I do probably, but I only know so much, and I'm gonna have to trust who recruited him.
Right? Yeah. Well, and the thing about Shellstad is I know a lot about him because I watched a lot of Oregon basketball 2 years ago.
When he was healthy?
Yes. I watched a lot. They were a very fun team to watch play a couple of seasons ago, their first year in the Big Ten. It was kind of just, I think a lot of the reason why I watch a lot of Oregon was because I wanted to see kind of the Big Ten West Coast versus East Coast type deal. It was still something that was kind of new, and Oregon had a very entertaining team as well. So
it's hard to watch them in that court, though.
It's very distracting. It's an extremely distracting. It looks
like somebody dropped like bird poop on a windshield. I mean,
but Shellstad is a very, very good player, and I just love the fact that Torres is a national guy. Is kind of co-signing on a lot of what you should not have to defend, considering Louisville has the number one transfer portal class. But to hear him, be very bullish on some of these guys does make you feel good. Like, okay, I'm not crazy with the things I'm seeing. At least I'm hearing some of the same things. And like I said about Carter Knox, I think that Carter Knox and Deshane Montgomery, both of those guys, and I know we're about to head to break, those two guys are two of the best underrated additions in this college basketball cycle, in my personal opinion. We'll get to more of the comments from Aaron Torres after the bottom of the hour break. We're also going to start to take some of your texts as well. 502-414-1450, Gameday Men's Health text line. This is the Mike Rutherford Show. Rashawn Myers guest hosting, sitting in with Trevor Kelsey, and we'll be back on the Big X.
Hey there, New Albany. This is Mayor Jeff Gahan. Day.
I'm not too wanted, I'm not too mad. I am something that you never understand. I never beat you.
And welcome back. Hour number 2, the Mike Rutherford Show.
Hold on.
Myers.
Hold on.
Oh. Trevor, I would die for you.
Anything you want me to. I wish I could have. I went back and watched it later on.
Yes.
I was at the Super Bowl 52.
Yes.
Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Just want to point that out because, the Raiders haven't done it since like 82.
Oh. Don't remind me.
I will, don't worry. But the halftime show, I don't know if you remember, was Justin Timberlake. It was in Minneapolis. And you can kind of hear, and also, if you don't know, I was like 3 rows from the back of the wall. That's how high I was.
Oh, wow.
And that's where and the seat was pretty high too. So I was all the way up there, and so I could kind of understand him, but I never, where I was positioned, I had no idea he did this song to the Prince tribute, and they did the whole purple thing. Like, I didn't get to see that till I got home on the DVR, and was like, oh, that was awesome. And then
classic.
I was also kind of mad, like, nothing against Justin Timberlake, but he should have just done more Prince songs. Like, I would have been happier if I just got, like, all Prince.
Yeah, literally.
Like, maybe throw Sexy back in there. Possibly, I think the Happy song was kind of cool. But outside that, the rest of it, just give me Prince. Just do Prince covers, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, you think Minneapolis wouldn't have loved that?
Yeah.
Did you ever see Prince live?
I did not. The biggest,
I.
The biggest thing that I am lament that I never did. I never saw Prince live. Never saw Michael Jackson live. And,
yeah. The Prince one, I kicked myself because he had that concert. I think was it like he did like a weekend show that it was really expensive, but I want to say it wasn't that long. I mean, he's been passed now for almost probably 10 years. It feels like, but it was like 14 or 15. Now the Big X was going on. I remember that. Because I remember talking to a buddy of mine who was bartending it, and I think that was the last time he did a Louisville show, and I thought, maybe I should go. No, it's really expensive, and money's kind of tight right now.
Well, I remember Michael was going to do the This Is It concert, and that was coming, the concert series right before he passed, and that was coming to Louisville as well. And I was like, you know what? I've never seen Michael. I don't care how much it costs. I am going to get me tickets for this.
That's how it was when Guns N' Roses came to town.
And he passed, so... Yeah, sucked, man. It sucked.
Are you like me? Like, because we growing up in the same age area, like you always knew at least one person that said they were at Cardinal Stadium for the Michael concert in like 88.
Yes.
I think it was 88 or 89. I forget.
That concert.
It was the one that supposedly got like people complaining because the music was so loud. Like that was like the legend. I don't know if it was true. That was like the urban legend amongst the kids.
It's that concert and the Criss Cross concert. Everybody says they saw Criss Cross at Cardinal Stadium, the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
At the football/baseball facility. Everybody's like, I was there, man. I was like, dude. Everybody who's told me that they saw Criss Cross there, there was 800,000 people.
Oh, of course. I just remember my neighbor, his sister was a few years older than us because that was 88 when I was 8 years old. And not old enough to go to probably see Michael. Well, I could have, but you'd probably best if I didn't. And I remember his sister like, oh, yeah, I went to the concert. I remember bragging like she went to the concert. I was like, I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you so much right now. You're beautiful, but I hate you.
And I am not a big concert guy.
Really?
I am not. I never go to I'm like, you know what?
But you like music and you're social.
Music. Yes, I love music and I'm social, but I don't like big crowds. I'm one of those people that even before I got older, I don't like big crowds because, it's always stupid people around in big crowds.
Well, that's true.
And I don't like stupid people.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I hate people, but I love gatherings.
Really?
It's so weird. Like, I don't mind, like, groups, but I don't like talking to them. Like, we could have 2 million listeners, and I'm sure we do right now.
The only time I don't mind a big crowd is when I'm doing karaoke because, of course, I have to entertain the people. So,
but you're also you're probably drunk when you're doing karaoke, aren't you?
Most of the time, but, I'm...
Depending on what song you're playing?
Yeah. I mean, I do so many songs. Trevor, my Rolodex, I got about 60 karaoke songs I do, so...
I haven't had a good drink buzz in probably New Orleans, Louisville Final Four.
Really? Yeah.
That was a classic one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I would say
Teddy Bridgewater.
If I was gonna no, I'm talking about the versus UK.
Oh, 2012. Yeah.
That was kind of my going out party. And for those who are wondering, I don't have a drinking problem. I just didn't. The hangovers isn't for me anymore. It's like a 3-day.
Oh yeah, no, I don't go.
So,
I never go hard. Like I'm usually a 2. I'm a bourbon straight guy.
And when I tell
I'm
people,
not a bourbon and Coke person. I am literally just give me bourbon in a glass because I'm a grown man.
I'm a Coke now. I'm old.
Yeah.
But when I tell people I haven't drank since like 2012, like I always get like a different. Either I get one or two reactions. It's like, oh, really? Why not? Or like, oh, you're so brave. Like they think I'm gonna. And if it's a woman, I'm like, thank you.
Yeah,
If it's a dude, I'm like, it's all good. I just don't like the hangover.
It's like, do you have your 1-year chip yet?
Yeah, like, I left it at home. I've got a 14-year chip at home. But no, it's not because I don't want to like down. Alcoholism is a bad thing. It's a very hard addiction to get over. So
yeah, no, I am.
But when it comes to a lady, I need all the advantages I can get. So I mean,
I am
give me
the
a
definition of a social drinker. Like literally, the only time I drink is when I'm out and about. If I go to karaoke or if I'm hanging out at the sports bar, I'll have like a drink or two. But I am not I never go hard. I haven't gone hard probably since I was in college.
I won't go hard, but I will drink again when you and me do karaoke one night.
Nice.
I will do karaoke. The last time I did karaoke, I think the last song I did was "I'm Just a Gigolo" by David Lee Roth, which I don't want to why because I don't even know the words of that
That's
song.
hilarious.
Which is karaoke, so you shouldn't, but you should.
Yes. Karaoke rule number 1 is if it's your first time singing, try to pick a song that you at least know
the most of the words,
please.
Because you can still read the screen, but it's best if you just know what's coming up.
If it's your first time, never pick a song you don't know the words to, because all you do is get confused and you just start reading the teleprompter instead of singing the song. You're like, is that what it says? It's like, no.
Which is funny because that's how I'm going to sound reading these text lines probably.
Yes, and make sure you're getting your text in 502-414-1450, Gameday Men's Health text line. I know we usually don't take calls on the Rutherford show. I'll take calls on the weekend.
I got to answer the phone.
But I will not force Trevor to answer the phone call, so I will leave it to text. I will stay on brand with Mike Rutherford. I think his convenient excuse is the phone lines don't work, which is absolutely garbage. They absolutely work. I take phone calls every weekend.
Don't tell him I've been lying.
I will not bust Mike out like that, even though I just did. But before we get back to the Aaron Torres sound, let's go ahead and see what the text line says early. Just
Gameday Men's Health line, defining a new era in men's health. Gameday Men's Health delivers real results with no shortcuts. Not what I like. I like shortcuts, but I'm still good with them. From testosterone replacement, weight loss to peptides, vitamins, and sexual performance therapy, they've got you covered. Visit them at GameDayMensHealth.com. I know you don't need Game Day, but you can always take it. And then a little edge.
Hey,
kind of like Barry Bonds on steroids.
I can always be better.
Yeah. I feel like you doing it with Bonds on steroids. Like when you like Bonds was the best player, and then you took steroids, and he was like just twice as good.
Yeah, I mean, I hear about all these testosterone therapy. I'm like, man, I'm already running in circles around these 25-year-olds. If I start taking, I don't know what would happen.
First texter, Boxcar Bob says, Trevor, have you heard anything about who won the co-hosting prize from the silent auction? I have not. I did talk to Mike a little bit last night. But I didn't bring it up. We were just talking about the dance contest.
Co-hosting prize, man. I'm doing the show tomorrow. If somebody wants to come in and sit in with me tomorrow,
I tell you what,
you're more than welcome.
I don't know. I looked it up. I don't know who got it. I don't know if maybe I should say how much they won it for. I mean, I guess it's public record if you want to go look it up. But it went as I think it was $650.
Really? Wow, man.
And I'm thinking for $400, you want to produce a show for a day? I'll take it.
I need to start auctioning off time on Saturdays because Haven Harrington doesn't come in half the time, and Roman Kelly's on strike. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm usually in here by myself. I need to start. Maybe I can make me a couple of quick dollars too. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Ohio guy says after carrying the Knicks to an NBA title in 5 games, despite being underdogs against the Spurs, Jalen Brunson is the greatest player in franchise history, and it's not even close.
That's not
to being debatable. Yes, it is. I may have not had a drink since 2012, but Ohio guy clearly does.
That's not true.
Listen, I'm not going to hate on Brunson. I think he's.
Is Jalen Brunson top 5 Knicks all time?
Oh, I don't know if he's top 5.
That's my point. Like,
because listen, he's a volume guy who shoots 40%. Okay, I mean
and he plays no defense.
No, and I mean, and the one thing that separates him from kind of your James Harden guys that are like that is that he does have a knack of hitting the tough shot when it matters in the end. And that means a lot. I mean, honestly, that's what separates sometimes Jordan or Reggie Miller from a guy.
I say this with no disrespect. Jalen Brunson is the NBA version of Russ Smith.
Yeah.
And I say that to say that for all the love that Russ Smith, I give Russ Smith all the love and the respect in the world. but Russ Smith was not even nearly the best player on Louisville's 2013 championship team. In my personal opinion, I feel like there were 3 more important players on that team. The reason that Russ Smith gets so much love is because he was the designated scorer.
He's the rustic.
And the offensive guy always gets the credit.
That's true.
And to me, that's who Jalen Brunson is. He's the designated scorer. To me, in my personal opinion, I feel like OG Anunoby was more – his impact on the series was more important than what Brunson. Yes, did Brunson hit some tough shots? Did he carry the team offensively when they needed, especially in the fourth quarter? No. Absolutely. But to me, overall, OG Anunoby had a bigger impact on the series.
I agree. I thought OG should have got – I knew Brunson would get it. That was obvious.
Of course.
But, I mean, it was like when Kobe got it, but it should have gone to Gasol in 2010, I think it was. But
yeah.
But it was – yeah, I knew – and I think – and I might be incorrect, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure the final voting was Brunson 1, De'Aaron Fox 2, and OG 3.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, yeah, that's how Pat Fox played. But nonetheless, oh, Lord, we have the Riddler.
Uh-oh. The notorious.
Yes, notorious Riddler. The TBT roster is garbage. He's unhappy. Shocked. Angel Nunez, Jalen Withers. Are they on? Didn't Angel... No, it's Angel McCautry. I was going to say, wait a minute. Angel Nunez.
Angel Nunez. That is a blast from the past. I saw that.
I forgot about that name too. Riddler is officially out on the TBT, which I agree with Riddler on that. It bores me. The alumni we need to step up, refuse to step up. I mean, better things to do, and represent the city. I don't blame the guys from when I was in college that won the Natty in 2013. They're too old. No, they're not. Russ was right. We're going to need Game 3. So you're a TBD? You have to be TBD guy because you just love and worship basketball.
Oh, absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely. I'm on it. They've announced 6 guys for the TBT so far. They just dropped the announcement earlier today.
Is it really Angel Nunez?
Yes, Angel Nunez.
Oh my God, is making.
No, literally, Angel Nunez is back.
Nice. I thought he was just pulling a name to be sarcastic.
He's going to, in his first game with Louisville in the TBT, he will log more minutes in the Louisville jersey than he did as a player at Louisville.
I mean, when we get Pierre Davis or whatever his name was, the one that,
Prelude Davis.
Prelude Davis. I mean, can he come back?
So, yeah, they announced
Teron Wilkerson, where are you? You're finally going to get to play, buddy.
Which I like, though. This is the thing, though. They're getting some younger guys now. Angel Nunez is a little older. Like, he's back. What? That's early 20-aughts, right? Like, it's like 2011.
I remember his name when he played. I can't recall.
I believe.
I know the name, though, because it was Angel. It was hard to forget. He was a 16
I want to say he was like 2011, 2012-ish.
Okay. He was like a 6'7", three-point shooting wingman, right?
Yes. He was supposed to be a big man that could step out, shoot the three.
Well, he's 6'7".
But, never really matriculated as that. But, yeah, they announced that Nunez, as well as Jalen Johnson, which we know well.
Okay, he said Jalen Withers.
And Jalen Withers as well.
What, did he not make the North Carolina squad?
Yeah.
So he just came over back
so,
here.
Yes, he came on back. So we got those 3 announced today, and he joins Malik Williams, which I do like the Malik Williams
I'm okay with
addition.
that one, yeah.
And as well as Edgar Sosa and Russ Smith playing himself. Edgar Sosa's like 95 years old.
That would make me 110.
That's the thing I don't understand. Edgar Sosa.
Like, that's a big drop. Because wasn't it even the last TBT? I mean, I don't get into it, but wasn't it like Russ and Shane Bohannon and
yes.
I mean, I think what did Montrez play?
Yeah, Jay Scrub. You had Montrez.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Scrub didn't play here, but he's locally from here.
You had Shinanu Adewaku play.
Yeah, that's like, talk about like seriously step down from like the last. No disrespect to Angel Nunez.
I feel like it's disrespect to Angel
If you don't follow Louisville, you probably just sounds like the bad guy in an SVU episode. But and Jalen Withers was just the bad guy during the worst part of Louisville. So I mean,
yeah,
it's just I'm not trying to be bad to these guys. I'm sure they're nice people, but
so Angel Nunez,
where did he transfer to? Angel Nunez?
Is 33 years old. So yeah, look, I got it right on the nailed it right on the head. 2011, 2012. He was with Louisville. He was a freshman in 2011, 2012.
And where did he transfer to?
Nunez, he went to let me see,
Gonzaga maybe.
Yeah, I believe it was Gonzaga.
Okay, did I get that one right? Okay, I think
you're right on that.
I remember we had a wing that did do that. I just couldn't remember who it was.
Yes. Let me see. So Angel Nunez, he played first year at Louisville, and then did 2 years at Gonzaga, and then finished up in South Florida. So,
okay, that's the opposite way I'm supposed to go in transferring, but yeah.
Yeah, he averaged 2 points at Louisville, 3.5 points at Gonzaga, then 2.7 points as a junior, and then 9.6 points as a senior at South Florida.
And probably played the least amount of games between all three schools at Louisville.
Yeah, so as I said,
Gonzaga turned him down.
He's going to probably play more minutes
for
the Ville TVT team than he maybe played in complete total minutes.
Oh, man. That was the meanest thing about that text was making us go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Scoots hater. Scoots hater. Rashawn, you dropped a couple pegs with your soccer take. Oh, he didn't like your soccer take.
I'm sorry. I know.
But you are still the man.
Thank you.
Also, Landon Donovan's hair is apparently fake hair. And I think we brought this up yesterday. Like the Jacob and Vince brought up. I guess I haven't seen it, but I guess Landon Donovan's hair is starting to like come back. I don't know.
It's making a comeback.
I don't know if he's doing like the shake thing that like Jason Alexander does in Shallow Hal on the top of his head. Maybe.
Is he doing the Chia Pet thing?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. The only thing I thought was just like he went bald while being a part of Team USA, and then once he left us, his hair started growing back.
I wonder if he's doing that spray can stuff. Have you seen that where did they pull out the spray can and like spray you on? You have like a full head of hair.
I thankfully have not gone bald enough to have to discuss this. As you can see, I'm letting my hair grow too. I need a haircut so bad, but I don't want to get it cut because it is getting so thin on top.
I heard you started talking about that. You're afraid that if you cut it, I just went and got a haircut today. I am thankful my hair still grows very aggressively.
You still got to. But have you ever thought about doing the shaved head?
No, I did it one time and somebody told me I look like Reggie Miller and never again.
Well, that's not an insult. Reggie Miller's the great one.
I thought
great.
Reggie Miller looked like Gollum from freaking Game of Thrones.
You do not look. You're not skinny. You're skinny, but not that skinny.
After they told me I look like Reg Miller, I was like, nah, I'm good, man. So I'm gonna hold on to it as long as I can, Trev.
I would love for someone to say I look like Reggie Miller. I think.
Yeah.
Texter says, have you all seen the movies Obsession or I Love Boosters? Both very different but unique movies. I'm not familiar. I feel like Obsession. I haven't seen it, but that sounds familiar. The other one, the other one sounds like a remake of like Blue Chips.
The claim to fame with Obsession is that they spent. I want to say it was less than $100 million to make the movie. I think they said they spent like 50 or 60.
Is that considered like indie film now?
Yeah, whatever it was, they spent like their budget was less than. I was about to say less than $1 million, but I know it was more than that. It was like I want to say it was less than $100 million, and it's already made around 350 or 400 million
That's
in
a horror
theaters.
movie. I don't really get into horror movies.
Yeah, this is basically about a crazy chick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't have to watch that. I've lived it.
Yeah. It's like Basic Instinct, except now they call it horror. Like the chick is crazy. Thin line between love and hate, basically.
Oh, that's an original idea.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, I have
and
not
by the way,
yet.
Basic Instinct's only good if you're pre-adolescent watching that movie. Other than that, it is kind of a cheesy film.
Fair.
I have not seen Obsession. I'm not going to bash it. I am not a horror fan, so I'm going to pass, though, regardless.
All right, so let's go ahead. I will get back to more of y'all's texts. Keep sending them in 502-414-1450. I do. There's a couple of more, just a couple of more Torres thoughts. So let's go ahead. He talks a little bit about the Louisville schedule, and then he finally gives the grade. So you can do the schedule talk first, there, Trey.
All right, let's go get that queued up.
Schedule, and so Louisville's schedule doesn't feel like it is quite as long as some other teams, and that's totally fine. We say this all the time on the show, is that a lot of times is that what ends up happening is coaches schedule to their team. In other words, they don't put together the schedule until they figure out what kind of team that they have during the season, right? And I think Louisville was trying to figure out, okay, exactly what pieces are we going to sign? Oh, by the way, on top of that, Flory Badunga, there were other guys that were testing the NBA draft water. So I think they're going to finalize this schedule in the next couple weeks. What we do know, they will be out in Vegas for the Players era. I will be there as well, by the way. Louisville fans, come by and say hi. They open with Texas Tech. Could have a potential second-round game in that Players era event against St. John's. I think everybody knows the history there between the current St. John's head coach and, of course, the current St. John's head coach and, of course, the former Louisville program. You may have heard Rick Pitino was once upon a time a coach of the Louisville Cardinals. You also have Texas in the ACC Big 12 Challenge. Louisville fans, I don't know how you personally feel about that. And one rule we have on this show, we never tell anybody how you're supposed to feel. But I only bring it up because I'm here to tell you, man, that is a game that's like, oh, goodness. Like, that is a game that Texas, to me, is a preseason. I have them in the top 10. Some might have them closer to the top 15. I have them as a top 10 team. I think Pat Kelsey, Louisville, Sean Miller, Texas did as good of a job in the portal as anybody this offseason. I believe Texas came in officially with, I believe, the third or fourth rated portal class, but they have, Isaac Johnson coming in from Colorado, David Punch from TCU. Sean Miller is going to have a really good team. That is going to be a very fun game. And then, oh, by the way, also, we did not mention this yet. The Kentucky game moves back closer to its more traditional time slot. I know it's gone as late as basically like New Year's, but last year, what was it, like week 2 of the season they played? Felt weird at the Yum Center. This year it returns to Rupp Arena, where Kentucky and Louisville will play December 12th. And again, Louisville fans, if you're watching this after the fact, if new games have been announced, do not get mad at me. That is what I have as I record some of these college basketball offseason grades pieces.
First of all, I don't mean to be mean to Aaron, but anyone who's watching an Aaron Torres podcast, I think knows that Louisville and Patino used to be together.
Right.
I don't think anyone listening, watch it, that would take the time to watch an Aaron Torres podcast about Louisville.
That's fair.
Doesn't know that Louisville was once coached by Rick Pitino. I don't think you need to point out. I know he acted like he wasn't going to say it, and then just kind of led into it strongly. There's connection. Really?
Yeah, right. I was like, yeah. Oh, really?
Are you trying to fill time like me now?
All right, let's go ahead. Here's the grade from Aaron Torres. He gives his grade, offseason grade for Louisville. Let's get his thoughts.
Before we do, I want to see what are your thoughts? What are your grade?
So I mean,
see how much you agree with Aaron Torres.
Louisville has the number 1 transfer portal class. They have the number 6 recruiting class.
Okay.
And they retained Adrian Woolley, the best returning player that was not going to go to the NBA. So to me, I feel like Pat Kelsey did great. I give him an A. I give him an A offseason. What about you?
Other than the nickname of Wooly Bully hasn't stuck for me, which disappoints me. I do, yes. I love Wooly coming back. I think that was a great. I thought when we got him, he needed to probably be a 2-year guy.
And also the retention of London Johnson, also, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Yes. I think retaining London Johnson was big as well.
I am intrigued to see Wooly's progression because that is one question mark I have with Pat in terms of his developmental skills.
Mm-hmm.
But that aside, that's not the question. The question is the grade in the offseason and with bringing him back with the I think it's an A. I don't know. I guess I don't want to say Homer A+, but just a straight A. I think that's fair. Does Aaron agree with this? He has 2 A's in his name.
Well, let's see what he says.
These are a little pre-recorded because I'll be honest, I'm on vacation at certain points in June. So
it's on vacation all the time. Oh, I got an ad. Are you kidding
me?
Aaron, you POS.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna tease that because I know we're coming up on the top of the hour break. So we just teased that. Trevor messed it all up. So we're gonna get
it's a double ad.
It's a double ad. Stay tuned. You will hear Aaron Torres' grade, Louisville's offseason coming back. When we come back top of the 4 o'clock hour. This is the Mike Rutherford Show. Rashawn Myers, Trevor Kelsey taking care of you. We'll be back on the Big X. would love to do some Prince for my karaoke trail.
You know, I don't know what surprises people more about my next statement, but I used to get a lot of crap because that Prince was my favorite thing to listen to when I worked out. And a lot of people, I don't know what shocked more people, you listen to Prince while you work out or that you worked out. But there was, and both are very, yes, I get it. Both seem very unlikely, but there was when I was doing the gym kick, everyone does at some point in their life for, longer periods than I did it. And when I would go do the treadmill and stuff, I would put on some Prince greatest hits or, maybe just Purple Rain or I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this. I like Prince and the New Generation. I thought some of the Diamonds and Pearls and stuff like that. I liked it. I was into it. And, I would listen to that when I'd work out. And I think it was Perrin Johnson that made post. He mocked me for it.
I was very sad. Matt Jones, I know he's the big evil when it comes to,
Matt's
Big
a
Blue
good
Nation.
dude.
But Matt's a good dude. And I was so disappointed in him when they were talking about birthdays. And because that's one of the things they do is talk about upcoming birthdays.
Okay.
Guys who have birthdays. And it was Morris Day. And he had no idea who Morris Day was. He had no idea who Morris Day in the time.
Come on now.
I was like, come on. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me? You don't have He had no clue who Morris Day and the Time were.
Yes, it's funny you bring up birthdays. Should we wish our man, Dr. Duncanstein, today? It's his birthday.
Oh, is it? Is it Griff's birthday?
Yeah, well, according to Facebook.
Nice. Hey, that's all right. If Facebook says it's got to be true, right? Except for all those ridiculous sports stories. You ever pay attention to any of those goofy sports stories that come up in Facebook?
Mike has brought them to my attention.
It's so ridiculous.
I don't see them. I don't see them on my feed, I guess. What do you say it is? I mean.
Do you know how many people send me messages or send me snips asking me, is this true? I'm like, stop reading sports stories on Facebook.
Now, the one Mike posted, he was a little surprised, I guess, because when I read it, I assumed it was true. I just didn't care. It was something about a UK player, something with LGBT or something, or another, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I just kind of moved on. I didn't if it's something that I read it and I'm like, really? I'm not going to react to it without going down a rabbit hole to find out if it's real or not. Because there's so many things that are fake. Now,
it's so ridiculous.
If it's multiple stories that he does show to me, they come from those Facebook. I look at them, I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Facebook posted
it's not
a
even
story,
funny to me. I don't care.
I don't know if they're like robots write these stories, but I literally saw a story 2 days ago that said Flory Badunga, who had committed to play at Louisville, had decided to switch gears and commit to the University of Kentucky. This was 2 days ago they posted this story. I'm like, but somebody there's some old U of L grandmas and grandpas that read that and believe every word of it.
Unfortunately, the generation right above ours still come from a time when they feel that the news and the media is not going to lie to you.
Yes.
Or the internet is not going to lie to you. You have to. And to be fair, you come up watching Tom Brokaw and stuff. Those guys didn't lie to you.
Yeah, Ted Koppel.
Yeah, they were honest to you.
Come on now, yeah.
So yeah. And how do you expect to can't teach a new dog old tricks?
We're like the two old men in the Muppets up in the talking about Tom Brokaw and Ted Koppel.
I love those little men. They've inspired me through life.
Absolutely.
I can't remember their names, but they're so great.
Just the two old men. I don't know if I ever knew their names.
They have names.
The two old men but yeah, you always know what we're talking about.
I love the Muppet Show, by the way.
Love the Muppets. Gotta love the Muppets.
Yeah. We're both the early '80s, so you were big into the Jim. You mentioned Labyrinth, like Dark
Absolutely.
Crystal.
Yes.
The Secret of Nim, which
the
was a cartoon.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Love the puppets, man.
I always thought Perry Stevenson looked like those bad guys in the Dark Crystal.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. No one ever got that reference.
Perry
either.
Stevenson was the most oddest looking human being I've ever seen.
I always thought
I've never seen anybody that tall with. He had shoulders of a 5'8" dude. His arms. His shoulders were so narrow.
And he walked like he had the shirt, the hanger still in his shirt.
He was a very odd looking dude.
A very odd player. Now, are we going to say the same thing about Aaron Torres when we now hear his grade?
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what Aaron Torres has to say. Let's hear his grade for University of Louisville basketball.
Louisville, off-season grade. Let's get to it. What is their off-season grade? What is it supposed to be? What is the answer other than Louisville gets an A for their college basketball offseason grade? Like if you don't want to give them an A, what is the argument against it? Now, if you want to give them an A+, I'm willing to listen to that argument. But if you don't want to give them an A, give me the argument against giving Louisville an A. I don't know what it is. What was your biggest weakness? Physicality in the paint. You literally added, in my opinion, the best player in the transfer portal in Flory Badunga, but certainly the guy who fit what you needed the most. And as we mentioned a minute ago, you got a guy who everyone from Dusty May to John Shire to Rick Pitino wanted. You do that. You need a point guard to replace Mikael Brown Jr. going pro. Jackson Shellstad, as good as there was in the portal. You need shooting from all 5 spots. You add Alvaro Fulgaris at the 4. You add Carter Knox, who shot 38%. Then, oh, by the way, you spend all this money on your starting 5. And for the record, we don't pocket shame people. I don't care how much Louisville spent. I do not. But you spend all that on your starting 5, and everybody says, like, well, how are they going to fill out the rest of their roster? You need more than 5 players. And I thought they very smartly added Obina Akizi, very smartly added Bouyan Zhang. I did not mention Isaac Ellis. I think he did about as good as he could. I thought Pat Kelsey did about as good as he could, and I give Louisville an A. The only dig I guess you could say about Louisville, if you're trying to find one, they didn't close Milan Momcilovic, but I said it during that whole recruitment. I did not see the roster fit for Milan Momcilovic. Now, stylistically, I saw the fit. Stylistically, he's the best three-point shooter in college basketball. Louisville's one of the top 10 three-point shooting teams in college basketball. I get it. But if you sign Milan Momcilovic, it means you got to send Carter Knox to the bench or you got to send Alvaro Fulgaris to the bench, and both of those guys were recruited to be starters. So I never really understood the fit. I guess that's the knock if you want to have one, but I don't see it. So Louisville, to me, off-season grade. They get an A. They deserve an A. Unbelievable stuff from the Louisville Cardinals. Before we get out of here, a couple quick remarks.
There we go.
I mean, you kind of had to. I mean, if you listen to the previous clips that we played, and he did anything but give us an A, you would be like, why?
All of that, but you know what?
Now I do want to play. Nick probably used to love doing this with me. I want to play devil's advocate a little bit.
Okay.
Because Aaron dared me to something, and like Barney Stinson, challenge accepted.
Yes.
Like he said, I want to hear what your reasoning for maybe not giving an A is. And I think there is. I think if you want to be a hater, I think there is some argument. I would start with A, injury issues. You could go into this season. Jackson Shellstad has injury issues. Carter Knox, he pointed himself out last season, even in his grading of this team, had injury issues last year.
Yeah.
Louisville obviously went through that. I mean, I don't think Woolley had any last year really, but I mean, those 2 guys, if you lose those 2 guys for possibly, with injury issues, it's going to take a hit on this team. I mean, where do you go? If you lose Jackson Shellstad, where do you go? I mean, do you go to London?
London Johnson, yeah, that's a big question mark.
Yeah, it's a huge question mark.
Yeah.
If you do lose Carter Knox, I mean, you go where where do you go? Do you go 3-guard rotation with Woolley? Do you bring the Iowa kid up and then maybe put him go big as him at small forward and try to? I mean, I don't know. You're going to have to change your lineup around in many ways if these guys are going to be both possibly at the same time. So that's one thing I would say if I wanted to be Mr. Negative about Louisville.
Yeah,
I know that's not like a negativity on the product that they brought in, but it is part of it.
I agree with you. I think that's where the injury question mark to making sure. I mean, I know Jackson is back playing now. He's back practicing with the team, and that's good to see. And Carter Knox.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen much of him. I've seen a lot of Deshane Montgomery highlights. I've seen Knox doing some. I think if it looks like Carter Knox is doing a lot of like workout type stuff, but I haven't seen him doing any of the 5-on-5 type stuff for the most part yet. So I don't know if they're holding him out for that. It does seem like Jackson Shellstad is back. But I think, the injury question mark and then the question mark of just how good London Johnson is. I think that London Johnson kind of got a bad rap last year because he decided to sit out and not play, and people thought it was because of his lack of an inability to, figure out the playbook. I hate to break it to y'all, but at the end of the day, it's basketball. Basketball is not that complicated.
It shouldn't be, but
the reason that London Johnson set out, Trev, was because he did not want to take a pay cut. And Louisville, if he was going to come out and play that second half of the year, Louisville only wanted to pay him for half a season's worth of work. And London Johnson
Wait a
looked
minute,
at it.
hold on. I got to get this straight real quick for you today.
Yes.
So if he played at that point, he'd only get paid for half a season.
Exactly.
Or he could sit and play 0 and get paid a full season.
Yes, exactly.
Can I get that guy's the negotiator for him? I mean, that is a better negotiator than Kevin Spacey going against Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, think about it, because he gets 2 full seasons to play at Louisville. He gets a full season this year because he's only coming in as a junior, so he can get paid for a full season this upcoming year and his senior year. Okay, so he did not, because this is before the NCAA announced that they were going to do this whole 5 for 5 now. So now London Johnson actually gets an extra year of eligibility. But prior to that, he would have only had 2 years. So if he would have played last year, he would have had half of last season, and then he would have had this season upcoming. So instead of getting 2 years worth of salary, he would have only gotten a year and a half worth of salary.
Well,
so that was the reasoning behind it.
I'm glad I know I can borrow money from him now. but he is still a giant question mark at that back.
Yes.
The other thing I would say, and again, I'm not. This is not personally me, but if I'm going to play the negative hater guy here, I would look at this team and say, okay, yes, and you back Pat Kelsey. Who is this team going to be like the last couple Pat Kelsey teams we've seen that just guns threes no matter what at any situation? And if so, is this team that, I mean, now that you didn't get Milan, I mean, he brings up, not needing him, but in the way Pat Kelsey likes to play, he seems like, adding like Shaq to the Lakers in 2000 almost. It just seems like a perfect fit. Does this team have enough shooting depth to be a Pat Kelsey shooting team? Or are they going to go away? I mean, is Pat Kelsey doing like we maybe have seen where he's, or at least teased with, that he's going to change that kind of scheme and be more to mesh with what's been popular in college basketball?
Well, if you notice, even last year, it took a while for Louisville to adjust their offense to what they needed to do rather than what they wanted to do. At the beginning of the year, they did want to be a blitzkrieg. We're going to run up and down, and we're just going to shoot 45 or 53.
Which is what Pat Kelsey wants to do.
Which is what Kelsey wanted to do. But I feel like, once you got to around that last week or two of the regular season, he finally figured out that, teams are just sitting on the three-point line. I've got to be able to be a threat, at the rim, more of a threat at the rim. We have to be more of a threat in the mid-range so we can keep defenses honest. And I feel like he recruited this year with that in mind, that you still want to shoot the three, but you want to be able to keep the defense honest, which is why guys like Jackson Shelstad, very good mid-range shooter. Guys like Carter Knox, very good mid-range shooter. Guys like Alvin Fulgaris, 3-level scorer. He's getting more guys that can attack in different ways so that you can generate good shots. Like Louisville was just last year, a lot of the time, shooting threes for the sake of shooting threes, rather than getting the best shot available. And I think that he recruited this team with guys that have the ability to threaten at all three levels. Like, it was nice that Isaac McNeely tried to drive to the basket, but Isaac McNeely driving to the basket's never going to feed families. You know what I mean?
It was nice I tried to do a jumping jack.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to happen.
Exactly. So, instead of bringing in another Isaac McNeely, now you're giving me a Carter Knox, who is definitely a threat going to the rim, who's definitely a threat who can score in the mid-range, but can still, maybe not at the Isaac McNeely clip of 41, 42, 43%, but as he talked about, Carter Knox was a 38, almost 39% three-point shooter at Arkansas.
Yeah.
That's solid. You know what I'm saying?
It's solid, but
it's solid. It's a different
I don't
type
think
of
that's
offense.
the strength of his game.
No.
I think he's a better – I kind of see him, not to do a Ross team, but kind of like a Wayne Blackshear type of game. Is more of a slasher type guy.
Absolutely, but he's a guy
that
that will keep the defense honest. You have to defend him from three, because if you let him stand out there and shoot a wide open jump shot, he can knock it down.
You hope so.
And I think that's what Pat Kelsey did. It's like, maybe we don't have the Rain Smith, maybe we don't have the Isaac McNeely, maybe we don't have the Ryan Conwell
or the Milan Milanovic.
Yeah, but you give me a guy who's that second cut level of shooter, but a lot better putting pressure on the rim and putting pressure in the mid-range, and I feel like that's what he did. I feel like that was the biggest change to Louisville's offense when they had the big win at Miami. That was the biggest change in the offense when they had, some of their wins in the ACC tournament, as well as in the NCAA tournament when they beat South Florida, is that Louisville did a much better job of being aggressive, getting to the rim, and not just living and dying by just trying to figure out a way to get a sliver of space for Ryan Conwell or for Isaac McNeely to be able to shoot the ball. And I think that's the way he built this team with that in mind. Like, I think that Louisville's still going to shoot maybe 30 to 35 threes. I just don't see Louisville getting to that 40-plus mark.
Still a lot of threes.
You know?
Yeah. And I do worry about consistency of the outside shot when it comes, especially guys outside of maybe Knox and the kid from Iowa.
Well, I think that better shots.
With Woolley, I've watched play. I mean, I know it's a sometimes. Please just be wide open when you shoot a type of shot.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to try to go for. Better shots. I think if you can get
nice.
what's better, 45 shots where 70 of them are bad, or do you want to shoot 25 or 30 shots where they're all good shots?
I want all good shots. I'm greedy though.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's what they're going to go for, quality over quantity this year. It's going to be quality looks. There may be some games where they only shoot 20.
Complete opposite of me in dating. 1450 the game day, and that's not you. I know you're quality or quantity.
Well,
I'm the other one. I'll take 4 threes and call her 9, or 12. I guess I can't even do math. Public school. Thank you very much.
That's outstanding.
Texter says, Rashawn, can we talk? Can we talk, Rashawn?
Absolutely.
Like Tevin Campbell once said.
Let's talk it over.
Can we talk about your takes on Tay Kenny jump shot and other players you tweeted about?
Oh God.
Rashawn, who has the best jump shot for the Cardinals in your opinion?
Have you seen that Tay Kenny video that Kansas put out of him hitting the jump shot?
I saw you. I didn't watch the video, but I saw you said something about let me tell you what's wrong with this.
Look at it. I know you have experts.
I thought you were going to say he's not
video.
red and black. Is what
just look at the video while I answer this poor texter, and then you can tell me if you
go
agree.
Bring up your Twitter account.
So Kansas put out a picture of Tay Kenny, quote unquote, splashing a 3 from the corner.
I mean, first of all, at this point, Sydney's videos just taken with a grain of salt anyway.
Absolutely, but there was something very fundamental that I saw wrong with that shot, and that's why I thought it was interesting that Kansas shared that clip, because if you look at that clip, Tay Kenny has about the worst fundamentally sound looking jump shot.
Okay, I thought you were going to point out the fact it's shot like the last scene of He Got Game. So where like you see it leave his hand, and that's all. I think the ball, and then the ball just suddenly starts floating around. It's like, do we know he actually shot that?
Yeah.
I don't see. If we should stay with him longer to kind of. I mean,
it's terrible.
His offhand looks a little weird.
He shoots the ball with both hands, Trev. The ball has a sideways rotation. Like the shot went in, but that is absolutely the jump shot of a 30 to 32% 3-point shooter. If he shoots better than 30% shooting like that, he's not shooting a high.
Would you have respect for a university to put out a video of their guy like bricking shots?
Yeah, I mean
every video is I brought this up with Mike one day. It was like because I watched the Louisville video and I see the one kid
Bouillon Zhang.
Yes. Like hit like 13 threes in a row.
He hit 19 to 20.
And I'm thinking like, how many takes is this going to do before they actually got like how many times did he? Because it's not like Bob Cousy in Blue Chips.
Yeah.
Where he's hitting the free throws. And Nick Nolte even ad-libbed in the movie. He's like, are you ever going to freaking miss? Which was not part of the script. He just threw that in there because he got mad. He kept hitting free throws. He switched to left and right hand and did it.
Yeah, you got to see everything. I mean,
so those videos, I can't. Literally, how true are they?
Hey, you know what? There's a very interesting, like Bouillon Zhang. Of course, he's an international prospect. So there was a Chinese outlet that put out a highlight film of Bouillon Zhang, but it was every shot he took in a game. Like every shot, makes and misses.
I mean, we're in a day of AI.
It was very
how do I know that's real? It's not AI. And first of all, looking at your Twitter account, next Halloween we are going as the Dudley Boys.
Hey, you know what? Testify.
I'm good. Bubba Ray Dudley, Hall of Famer, talk show host. I'll take it.
Get
at least they're not calling me Spike Dudley.
No, gosh, no, the worst. But like literally, like that was the interesting thing because at least I got to see every shot he took in a game, makes and misses. So I was seeing what types of shots he was getting. Was he taking good shots? And how many of those were he hitting versus how many he missed? And I tell you what, the biggest thing I got out of that Bouillon Zhang video when I watched it was that he has a hell of a mid-range jump shot. So he
also looks like he has no lift on his jump shot either.
No, he's 6'9". So I
guess I'm
know.
6'3" and have no lift for a completely other reason.
You know, when you're playing on the perimeter at 6'9", you don't necessarily. I mean, that's what helps Milan Momcilovic because he doesn't have a ton of lift or a ton of arc on his shot. But you know, when you're 6'9", you know, you don't need.
Listen, I still say you guys are young. Use the lift on your jump shot as long as you still got it. When you get to that certain age, flat foot jump shots are not an option. You have to.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think you still got some lift in your jump, don't you?
A little bit.
I've been flat footed since probably 2020.
I am definitely because people try to talk about me for Braden Hawthorne's slow shot. My jump shot is still quicker than that mess, whatever that was. Okay. So.
Texter says on the Gameday Men's Health text line 414-1450. If you didn't know, then you weren't one of the cool kids. The only reason UK fans have fixated on Flores' size is because they're salty that their undersized big man from last season didn't pan out. I thought that guy was like 6'11". Just such a lazy take to say, oh, JQ burned us, so Florida is going to suck. Yeah, Jake, first of all, I think he's like 6'10", 6'11".
Jake Quainton's 6'8".
Oh, he's on 6'8". Okay.
Yeah, 6'8".
I thought I could swear I saw him listed with
He's like a Sean Kemp. He's just explosive.
Well, Sean Kemp was 6'10", too, though.
Sean Kemp was that tall? I thought Sean Kemp was like
6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan.
Really?
Oh, I love me some Kemp. And also, I mean, first of all, Flores did play for 2 seasons, which is 2 more than I think JQ ever played. I mean, didn't he play 1 year at Arizona State before he transferred?
Yes.
I could be wrong.
JQ measured 6'9" barefoot. So
okay, so he's 6'10" in shoes.
6'10" in shoes.
So so when I saw him listed 6'10", okay.
So that's Sean Kemp, literally.
Yeah, hopefully without the crack habit. For JQ's, man, hopefully his burning isn't just out of the crack pipe like Boogie. I agree. I don't think that's a fair comparison. I think it's just a size thing. That's just the only thing you can hate on personally. Am I wrong or right?
That's Kentucky fans. Look, they're desperate. They need anything. First of all, they got blown out last year by the Louisville Cardinals. They're scared to death that Louisville's going to win for the first time in Rupp since 2008, which I've heard Stephen Peake say 85 gajillion times this offseason.
I still remember that 08 team, that Josh Chichester turnaround jumper like it was yesterday.
Oh, that Chichester spin fadeaway was.
I had a bet with my friend Paco,
amazing,
who said the loser had to get Ric Flair chopped after the game. To this day, I have not had the luxury of getting to Ric Flair chop him. He has welcome with that for almost 20 years.
Oh, come on. You got it. What?
Rube, if you hear me, you know you welching on it.
Oh, you got to man up.
And at this point, he's like too old now. He's like, because he's older. He's even older than you and I. He's in his 50s. He's born in 71, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, let's not put him in the hospital.
Yeah, now I'm like, cave his chest in or something. Texter says, it's actually hilarious how much Trevor would enjoy the Harry Potter. I might like him. Like, would I?
Harry Potter's good. I enjoy it. I
just didn't know it.
You remind me of Hagrid.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
You kind of remind me of Hagrid. Like, anytime you have like a Hodor or a Hagrid character, Hodor, yeah. Like, you're that type of character. Kind of the lovable, kind of like the emotional kind of like teddy bear.
Well, that's the when you're big, pale, and fat. You know, you kind of fall into a stereotype.
You have a little bit of a Chris Farley too.
Yeah, he kind of comes with the territory. Hey, listen,
Kung Fu Panda.
I'm all for it. Yeah. I'm like, I got like a Bobby Hill thing going on. Yeah.
But I feel like you would like it, especially the ones when they get older. Like if you started Harry Potter, if you've never watched Harry Potter, you can start from the 4th one, which I believe is Order of the Phoenix is the 4th.
I see it on like E! Channel every weekend.
And
like,
just go from there. If you go from Harry Potter 4 through to the Deathly Hallows, which is the end of the series, if you watch just those where they're older, I think you'll love them.
And his crazy thing is, I don't know any spoilers. Like you could mention maybe a name and say about a death or a spoiler. I wouldn't remember. And at some point, it's kind of like Game of Thrones when I did watch it. Like as I was watching it, I was having like PTSD flashbacks of remembering hearing TJ and other people talking about it, going, that thing. But the Red Wedding still caught me off guard.
You know, that was the one interesting thing about watching Game of Thrones is that even though I had never seen an episode.
Did you read the books?
Never read the books.
Okay, nor did I.
That I knew almost everything that was going to happen because of how much they talked about it on social media.
Yeah, I was lucky to. I wouldn't say avoid that, but being so burnt out, I'd forgotten it.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is a benefit, ladies and gentlemen, to the medical side of things. You forget spoilers, and so when you watch something later on, it's okay. But with Harry Potter, I think it's just because when it came out, like it was in its peak, and like I was like 24, 25.
Yeah, you're too cool for that.
Yeah, I was so busy just like learning where to go to drink and hook up and
I think you would like it if you watch Order. At least watch.
I might have to check it out.
Watch Order because I mean the first 3 they're still little kids, so you got a little bit of kiddie.
That's okay.
They're more kind of kiddie.
I like Stand By Me and Sandlot. Those are kids.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But like once you get past those first couple, then it gets like very good. It gets very good.
Okay, well, I will have to.
You're always giving Mike homework. So
you're right. Well, God forbid he'll watch one movie on his list. At 28 movies on this effing list, and he won't watch.
You know what?
One.
That's because you made him watch Shallow Hal, and now he doesn't ever want to watch anything.
Well, first of all, what's wrong with Shallow? That is a funny movie. I don't care what you.
Shallow Hal is awful. It's
no.
I watched it. I know the whole movie. But
what's this thing made of?
It's
steel.
It's just so corny. It is absolutely. It's just so corny.
It's very sophomoric, but that is my wheelhouse.
I know that's you. I mean that's so. I mean I respect it because I respect the vision of the guy who wrote it and directed. But like it's not my.
To quote a great man, there's always money in penis and farts jokes.
It's fair,
and I would love them all. I actually cleaned that version up. So Texter says, who actually brought up the Jalen Brunson, which, by the way, after I read this, I want to get your thoughts on something.
Absolutely.
He says, speaking of East Coast / West Coast, I don't remember we bringing that up, but that's okay. Today being it's Tupac's birthday.
Really?
Wow, I did not know that. What is your favorite Tupac film of all time? Oh, it's Above the Rim, right?
Ooh.
Or are you going to go Poetic Justice on me? I mean, are those the only two?
No, Gridlocked. Did you ever watch Gridlocked?
I don't think I've ever saw Gridlocked.
It's Tupac and is it Jim Belushi?
I thought that was Steve. Oh, you've lost me already right now.
Was it Tupac?
It had to be Jim because John was dead long before.
I think it was Jim Belushi.
Yeah,
I want to say it was Tupac and Jim Belushi. The name of the movie is Gridlocked. Like that movie right there, Trev.
Oh, no, you're better than Birdie and Above the Rim. I mean, he sliced up Bernie Mac with a razor out of his upper lip.
Yeah, Gridlocked,
Sorry,
1997.
That's
Tupac Shakur, Tim Roth.
Okay, that's not Jim Belushi.
No, I thought
you improved yourself with Tim Roth there.
But very it's underrated movie, Trev. Like it's so underrated. Like
was that like posthumous as well? I mean, didn't he die in like 96, 97?
Like this was just before he passed away.
Okay,
but this was like at probably his acting peak. Like he had already done a couple of films.
We did Poetic and Above the Rim.
Yes.
Those were early 90s.
But Gridlocked is a great movie. Wow. It's a great movie.
Great. I don't know. You might be throwing that word around too loosely, but
I need to watch it again. But like when I
do love Above the Rim.
Like he got a lot of credit for his acting in that because it was so far of a divergence from when you played in Above the Rim, when he played he was still basically just playing Tupac.
He was being the stereotype gangster.
He was being himself.
Yeah,
he was a cop. He was a cop in Gridlock. It was very good. It was very good.
Kind of like Ice-T playing a cop at SVU.
Yeah, exactly. And
again, I don't mean to make fun of Jim Belushi. I love the movie K9 as much as anyone. Funny movie, but come on, that's about where it ends for Jim Belushi's career. The other thing they texted, that's the same texter that brought up the top 5 Knicks things. In no order, who would you put in maybe your top 5 Knicks? I know neither of us are Knicks fans, but we're both NBA diehard lovers.
Yes.
That sounds dirty, but okay. Who would you? I think we could both.
I would say in no order, but just the 5 best Knicks.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask you to do order. That's hard.
Pat Ewing,
obviously.
Walt Clyde Frazier,
probably. Yeah.
Willis Reed,
obviously.
I'm
curious if where you're going to go with. Bill Bradley. I mean, we go?
You got to go Bill Bradley.
We don't want to oversaturate.
But I don't. Only because I never saw Bill Bradley play, but like he's an all-timer. He's a Hall of Famer.
But that's still 4. What about? I mean, where do you put a 5th? I mean, are you going Porzingis? I mean, was he there long enough?
No, I would go Marcus Camby before I go Porzingis.
I mean, still, then neither of those should be going above Brunson. And we didn't think he was top 5. Maybe he is.
Maybe he is top 5 because like I'm trying to think of. You have your Sprewells, you have Carmelo.
Well, now I tell you what,
talk about Carmelo as a great time. Nick, I'm like all he did was lose.
I got one for you. I think I would. I don't know. I mean, it's
Carmelo was better than Jalen Brunson as a player.
Yes, Bernard King.
Bernard King. Yeah, no,
now,
there you go.
Career
Bernard
cut
King.
very short because of injuries.
Bernard King. Yeah, I'm putting King Bernard in my top 5.
Go watch the Knicks and Pistons '83 playoff series. I think it was Game 5. Bernard King versus Isaiah. I mean, it was it's a.
But Brunson's right there,
offense.
though. Brunson's right there. He's right there. Like Bernard King, Brunson is probably right on the outside. But yeah, those are. But like I said, Bill Bradley is just because he's
well, yeah. I mean, you've got to look at where they dominated their era. I mean, even if the era wouldn't be as good as it is today, possibly.
Yes. Plus, he's a senator, so
that'd be nice to him.
Yeah, exactly.
If you vote for him, I don't. He's not still a senator, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, is Bill Bradley even alive?
I think he is. Has he passed?
He's the one that had like the really awesome memory. Like he supposedly memorized books, like eidetic memory type thing.
Yes.
I'll let you Google that and see if he's alive.
Absolutely. But we got to go ahead. I know Mike's probably going crazy. He's like, I know we're well past for the bottom of the hour break. We got one more hour coming. 2 hours went just like that, Trev. We haven't even talked. I have so many things on my list to talk about that we haven't gotten into.
That's why we have a second day, too.
Absolutely. And that was because we have the best texters in the business, so we're going to get plenty of texts. We're going to take more of your texts, 502-414-1450, Gameday Men's Health text line. We'll read those. I got a couple more topics for Trevor, and he'll probably divert us about 18 more times before we get out of here. This is the Mike Rutherford Show. Rashawn Myers, Trevor Kelsey, and we'll be back.
Let's get nuts. Good for the purple banana till they put us in the trouble. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's get nuts.
Get naughty, get my rocks on, eat popcorn, watch you move your body to the pop song that I'm singing, ding-a-linging, funky beats ringing, everybody swinging in the place as I kick the J's, easy watch style, R&B, mixing it with the hip-hop swing beat, champagne in my hand, it won't be long till I'm gone. It's just the same old song.
It's just the freestyle. Meanwhile,
Hey, welcome back in. Last hour of the show, Mike Rutherford Show, Rashawn Myers, Trevor Kelsey. You know that's Tupac singing the hook, right?
Well, actually, I was going to bring for the record. I had Digital Underground's maybe my favorite rap group.
Yes,
love Sex Packets. One of the best album CD. I love that CD. I was 10 years old when I got it, which probably explains a lot about my life. Like a 10-year-old listening to Freaks of the Industry. You know the song, which I would love to play, but can't.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna play.
I had this lined up, not knowing it was Tupac's birthday.
Yeah,
and not to be the guy about. Well, actually, that wasn't Tupac. That was Humpty Hump right there's rapping. Tupac though. Here you go.
Now I clown around when I hang around with the underground. Girls used to frown, say I'm down when I come around. Gas me, and when they pass me, they used to diss me, harass me. But now they ask me if they can kiss me. Get some fame, people change, wanna live their life high. Same song can't go wrong if I play the nice guy.
Claiming fame must have changed now that we became strong.
I remain still.
But you know the hook. The guy singing the background. The background vocals is Tupac.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you were speaking about
No, but yeah.
I think that's his first, actual verse on, an album.
Yes, it is. You're correct. Yeah. But a lot of people don't know that he was singing the hook. He was singing the vocals.
Okay, I did not know that.
Song. Yes. Yeah, that's Pac singing that.
I knew he did some backup vocals on other songs too, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a great minds thinking with
Look
the texters. I had that lined up. I didn't even
That's why I said when I saw you when we got here, I was like, dude, me and you on the show together, we can do 5 hours with, our eyes closed.
Granted, it may not be the most entertaining. Who cares? We're having fun.
We're having fun. We're chopping it up.
Somebody likes it somewhere.
There are definitely people out there. I mean, as long as the text line is still up and jumping, we still got people with us. Now, if there was no text,
we got
I'd be like,
text.
oh, they hate us. But before we get into that, I do want to ask you.
Some of them still hate us, by the way, even though they're texting.
That's fair. You know what? Love us or hate us, as long as you're listening, I'm good one way, including all you UK people that are just mad listening in the background, angry with me for everything. Thank you so much for supporting. I do want to ask you about this. So it was announced yesterday that Brendan Sorsby, we know that everything's been going on with him.
Don't you?
Yeah. It was announced that he wants to now enter the NFL supplemental draft because of all the big stink about his eligibility because of the
fact he gambled on football and he had no business playing football.
And all that stuff, yes.
All that little stuff, yeah.
So all that little stuff. But my question is this. I almost called you Haven. Lord Jesus.
I've been called much worse.
Trevor Kelsey, my question is this. I understand all the stink about Brendan Sorsby. I completely agree with it. You can't bet on sports and be eligible.
Or your own sport.
Or any,
I think we've gotten to the point that, and we should be, that gambling can be mainstream. I'm okay with that anyway. I think it's like everything else in this great country in America. It's something that you can choose to do.
I feel like when you're gambling, it's just like telling a girl just the tip.
Hey, and
you're not.
Some of us would love just okay. I want you to know, some of us would be thrilled to be able to just have the tip.
This is summer radio, so I feel like we're okay.
We're not all Rashawn, big baller over there.
So I just feel like, to me, if you're an athlete, I don't like the fact, because it's just too easy. Who's to say you're not going to click on I don't know. I don't have a gambling app. I've never had a gambling
and that's
app.
fine. I have no problem with that. I do.
I don't know if they're by tabs or whatever, but it's just too easy to say, I'm a football player and I'm just on the basketball tab. Oops, I accidentally hit the football tab.
Well, I don't. I'd like to think a college student would be that dumb, but then again, there is North Carolina degrees.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's too much temptation with it. To me, if you are an active athlete, I don't think you should be on any gambling apps at all.
And that's fair. And listen, I agree there can be temptation, but there's temptations in everything in life. I mean, you could say that, no more about a booster trying to give you a $50 handshake back in the day, whether you accept it or not. That's a temptation. But you can't stay away from the boosters because they give to the university legally as well. So, the thing is, you have to avoid the temptation. You have to know, well, again, as I said, agree or disagree, that's fine. I think I'm okay with sports gambling being mainstream, and I'm okay even with young men and athletes being able to take advantage of using it, but there is a line. And if you are playing a sport, collegiate, whether it be high school, I'll let Little League slide, I guess. If you're 12 years old and you're gambling, there's another issue for another day.
Yeah.
So, but which I was at one time. So, again, look back into the mirror. Watch Trevor is how he is. There starts when he's in the early 90s. The issue I have is that you can't, it's written, it's not even an unwritten rule. It is a written rule.
Yeah.
You don't bet on your own sport.
Yeah.
You should know that. And you have the opportunity to still have the luxury of betting on baseballs, tennis, whatever you want to bet on. If you have that itch, I get it, but you can't bet on your sport. And that's the price you pay for on top of it being allowed to be mainstream. But the fact that you're making $6 million to play college football.
Yeah.
And not NFL, but college football. And there's no, to me, I do not understand all this talk about supplemental draft with Brandon Sorsby. Aside from the fact I don't think he's an NFL quarterback in terms of the way he plays on the field. I don't think he's good enough.
Yeah.
That aside from it. Let's say in bleeps and giggles, I did believe he was good enough athletically and can play. Let's say he's the white Lamar Jackson.
I mean, the Jets will take him.
I don't think the NFL should ever allow him to be anywhere near the league. You bet on football. If you're the NFL and you let him come into a team knowing he bet on football, not only football, the guy bet on games he was involved in. Now, he didn't bet on his own personal prop bets, but he bet on players on his team and prop bets. To me, that is like the NFL equivalent or football equivalent of like insider trading.
Yeah.
And unless you're the president, last I checked, you go to prison for that. I mean, and he's not going to go to prison for this.
Yeah.
But he should be punished. And I feel sorry for him. Does he have an addiction? Yes. I think gambling can be an addiction. And he probably needs help. But the fact is just because he needs help, that doesn't give him the excuse. He knew what he did was wrong.
Yeah.
What he needs help with is he got caught.
Yeah.
I think, was it the movie Blow, where it's like, hey, or the movie, under the Blue Chips. By the way, record Blue Chips references today by me. It's not a foul if the whistle doesn't blow, Coach. And that's what he was hoping to do, and he didn't. He got busted. The NFL, if UFL wants to touch him, fine. I don't think they should. But the NFL will open a very, very nasty Pandora's box and set a very ugly precedent if you allow him to join an NFL team.
And I say all this to say we know what's going on with Sorsby, and we know that he got the injunction to try to play, and everybody made a big stink about it.
Yeah, Texas Tech gave in finally, which thanks for doing.
The University of Louisville is also facing a quarterback that has an injunction to be able to play football this coming season.
Now, that's a horse of a different color.
I'm not saying that these two things have anything to do with each other, Trevor. But my issue is this. The young man has been deemed ineligible by the NCAA.
Yes, the substitute teacher.
They found a Mississippi court judge to say, I don't know if he's from Oxford or not, but they found a judge, a synthetic judge, to say that the NCAA did not give enough credit for the injuries that he's dealt with in his career. Was their reasoning behind it?
That's you play fast and loose with the word reasoning to define what their explanation was.
But at the end of the day, the young man has played 7 years of college football and should not be playing this upcoming season. My question is this. If you've been deemed ineligible and you're hiding behind the judge's ruling to be able to play, shouldn't there be, especially with the Brendan Sorsby ruling, I understand it's for completely different things.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be making a big stink of it to say none of these kids that are trying to hide through these injunctions to get to play should be out there playing if they've been ruled ineligible by a privately run athletic association?
Yes, yes. More teams should be making things. The problem is, and again, I'll say why it's different from Sorsby, which it's pretty, I think, obvious. But
absolutely.
But the problem is that every school wants to be able to get away with this too. Now with Sorsby, you couldn't get away because he gambled on football, and even everyone across the country was like, that's except for Texas Tech apparently. Which, by the way, when you are the most hated school in a state that also includes Baylor, you've done something wrong.
And the reason
and they have to act like they're big now. Oh, we've come to our senses now. No, you just took so much crap. You just didn't. You figured the juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
Because my thing is this, Trev, is that this could be a gateway drug, and the reason I say that is because if they allow Trinidad Chambliss to play, we've already heard that the Florida Gators and Denzel Aberdeen, who's also out of eligibility, they're going to basically, if the NCAA does not concede that he should get an extra year, which I don't think they are, they're going to find a Gainesville judge and do the exact same thing that they're doing for Trinidad Chambliss. And at what point, same thing with Frank Kepnang at UK. He needs another year because he's played like 7 or 8 years in college.
I mean, are you asking at what point do we draw the line? I mean, is this guy going to be in college for like 14 years?
That's my point. Is like, if we don't start putting a stop to that, everybody's going to get injunctions every time they don't like something that the NCAA rules.
At some point,
at what point do we stop?
Yeah, at some point, we might really have the first father-son tandem in college football.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. You have a kid. Say you have your kid like your junior year of high school. It's not out of the question.
Yeah, that's wild.
I know friends who've have a kid at that young of age. He's a grandfather now.
Yeah.
But his daughter did the same. Hey, John Cougar had it. He had a kid like. So I mean, if you're in college that long, I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm just at what point if they don't make a line in the sand to say you cannot find, the court, official courts of justice don't have any business making rulings in NCAA cases.
Well, who draws the line?
That's the question.
Because the NCAA's drawing many lines, and the schools have just basically wiped them away. And been
are you going to have to go to the Supreme Court to say that local circuit courts can't rule on NCAA eligibility?
I mean, wouldn't you go to the Supreme Court of the state first? Even if you do that, though, I mean, in this case of Texas Tech, I think we looked it up. Like all but one judge went to Texas Tech anyway.
Because everybody's ignoring the Chambliss ruling, but I'm just saying that.
Well, I think it got overshadowed by Swordsby.
There are other cases coming down the pipe potentially.
I agree.
That are going to result in that where if they allow Trinidad Chambliss to play this year, it's going to set a bad precedent. Like to me, I don't understand. Like, I understand why Swordsby has been a big lightning rod, but I don't think that there's been enough oxygen given to what's going on with Trinidad Chambliss because of the ramifications of what it can mean down the road.
I think you're 100% right, and I think it did get it probably didn't deserve as much backlash as it should have. I think because it was one lucky for Ole Miss's sake he's as far as we know, a law-abiding, perfect citizen. He does commercials. He's a good kid.
Yes.
He doesn't have any kind of off-the-field issues, legal or otherwise. And like Swordsby obviously does with his connection with gambling. Obviously not legal issues, but gambling. Well, I guess it could be legal I think that's one. I think it got overlooked in that way. That it's like we're not going to blow up a stink over a kid who maybe does deserve. He's a good kid. We like him. Let's have him another year. You're right. That should be irrelevant in the topic because it does open a bad precedent. But also, I think gets not as much stink from especially other schools like you saw with Swordsby again, because other schools want to be able to do this themselves. Like again with Swordsby, he had that stink on him. He had that BO getting in the car like the valet in Seinfeld. It wasn't getting off of him. I mean, and other schools knew. I mean, they weren't going to allow that. Now, again, we can always bring up if this was happened at Oklahoma State and they did the same thing Texas Tech, you would be probably. But then again, like I said, hypocrisy is human nature, so it's a given.
I mean, because basically what their ruling is, yes, did Denzel Aberdeen play 12 games as a freshman? Yes, he did play 12 games, which is more than what's allowed to be eligible for an additional year. But they're saying that he also missed like 8 or 9 or 10 games his sophomore year.
Here's the problem, though.
You know what I mean?
But Rashawn, here's the problem with the argument. You're going by bylaws of the NCAA. No one cares about their rules anymore.
Yeah, no,
they are completely irrelevant in this topic. The NCAA, I said, I think yesterday on one of the shows, I can't remember, doing 6 hours, 300 days is going to make me blend together. Like, I can't remember what I said to somebody on the street or what I said on the show. But, like, the NCAA is a substitute teacher, like, in school now. Like, I mean, as well as I do. Maybe you were more of a nerd than I am. I doubt it. But, like, you didn't take the sub seriously. Like, you didn't, like, maybe some class nerds did, but I didn't. I was a bad kid. I'm still paying karma probably for that.
Yeah.
For some that I did the substitution. I made one cry, for God's sakes, my freshman year. Am I proud of it? I mean, it's kind of funny, but I'm not proud of it. And I feel bad to this day about it, but, hey, it's still kind of impressive if you ask me. The point is that that's what the NCAA is. They're just kind of like, you've seen the movie Basketball, right?
Yes.
They're squints. They're the guy. They're the little guy going, guys, come on, call it. Texas Tech. I'm telling you, if you guys screw us over and just ignore our rules like 14 or 15 more times, we're kicking you out. Well, I'm serious, guys. Stop it. Stop it, guys. That's what they become.
Yeah.
Like they give their hearing, and all you gotta do is just, as you said, go to a local judge. And this has been, and it kind of started with the introduction of NIL, or NIL, as I like to say, when, the NCAA said no, 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 and California or Florida, whichever one was first, was like, yeah, you know what, screw you.
Yeah.
We say pay them. And at that point, I mean, you had to, if you didn't jump on board, you were going to fall behind.
Yeah.
So, when they started bringing where the NFL, like Swarsby can't do that with the NFL. He can't go to a judge and judge say, put them in. NFL's got too much money, too much lawyers. They take their laws seriously, and if they do, they won't let them in.
Yeah,
the NCAA can't do that.
Well,
they just don't have.
That's why
because
it's weird, though.
They're public schools.
They are public
so the
schools,
government has a say in it.
But the NCAA is a private organization. You don't have a right to be in the NCAA. You're a member institution. You sign on to agree to adhere to the laws of the NCAA.
But no one does.
That's what makes you, and no, I am not disagreeing with you one bit. My whole point for bringing this up is, to me, you're just getting to a point to where there's going to be no rules. And I don't know what we're doing and where we're going and what we're
Thunderdome?
Yeah, literally.
Do we need Tina Turner telling us how we need to hear another hero?
Frank Kepnang, who's on the Kentucky campus right now, has literally played 6 seasons of college basketball.
So he played before even COVID.
Yeah. He's been, his first year with Oregon was in 2020. 2020-21. He played 17 games that year, played 35 games the following season, then transferred to Washington and played at Washington for 4 years.
There's no coincidence. This is the rampant running of abuse of this stuff is all in football, not as much in any other sport, right?
Yeah.
Where the real money is being made.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's somebody in basketball.
Well, honestly, it'll take something.
But we don't see this kind of fight in the college basketball world for. Can we not get Ryan Conwell one more year?
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. Well, Kepnang, he's a center. He's a center for the Kentucky basketball.
Oh, there you're talking about somebody. I'm not bad. Oh, there you're talking about.
Yeah, for Frank Kepnang, he's a 6'11" center from Washington. But it's just crazy that he's literally played 6 seasons, and Kentucky's basically saying if the NCAA does not grant him another year, we're going to go find a local Fayette County judge and get him to rule that he should be eligible to play for Kentucky UK basketball this year.
We need Derwin Webb back.
Yeah. So, it's just.
We've said it once, we'll say it 1,000 times on the show. Derwin Webb, we need you back, buddy. You can contribute in more ways to help this program now than you ever could as a player. It's not being mean. I'm just saying.
It's fair. That's fair.
I got the window open here because it's been hot, and somebody just pulled up right next to the window and get out of the car.
Yeah.
I'm afraid they're going to Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
It's going to be one of these Kentucky people mad about my takes that they're just going to see me through the window.
Well, what baffles me is I know you know this, but no one else does. There's so many places to park. Why are they right here?
Right. Of all, you have a huge parking lot. They want to park right next to the window.
Yeah, it's the farthest from the.
They're just going to come to the window and be like, "You suck,"
and they hear me too. So I'm now I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm going to go to the text line.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? Let's hit the bottom and come back to that.
Okay.
Top of the hour because we got a little less than a minute at the end of this break. So let's.
Okay, we're going to hit the bottom of the hour break. When we come back on the other side, we're definitely going to read your text the last 30 minutes of the show. Get to those. I still have 8 topics that we're going to have to get to tomorrow.
I blame Harry Potter. That took a 30-minute segment out of us.
Absolutely. And I have another topic, a movie topic, but I'm saving that for tomorrow that I want to ask you about. So we can't save all, we can't do all the good stuff in one day, Trev.
But I might watch Harry Potter tonight.
You should definitely, if you want to start from the beginning, start from the beginning. I think you'll like it. If not, definitely order the Phoenix.
Nice.
Hey, this is the Mike Rutherford Show. Rashawn Myers, Trevor Kelsey, and we'll be back on the Big A.
Change, wanna live your life high. Same song can't go wrong.
what you like.
And though we're usually on a serious tip, check it out. Tonight we're gonna flip and trip and let it all hang out tonight. We're gonna say what we like.
Cause yo, we wanna know how.
And welcome back in. Welcome back in. Last segment of the show, Mike Rutherford Show, Rashawn Myers, Trevor Kelsey, taking care of Mike, while he's out on vacation. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm pretty sure he's not listening to anything we're saying.
He's in Hilton Head. Rumor has it he made
Nice.
a family take an Uber, and he drove just with the trophy for the one Modern Dance contest.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if there's any truth that he would not confirm nor deny it.
Wow.
But that's what I was told.
Great, man. Hey, I want to let everybody know, if you can, please go now. Go right now. I know you all are the biggest Cardinal supporters. Please give me a follow on my new Twitter handle. It's the same old handle, at Rashawn. That's RAASHAAN. Some jerk hacked my account.
Okay, is that why I wasn't following you?
Yes, they stole all my followers. All 3,500 plus of my followers, Trevor, got stolen. So I had to basically start from scratch. That's why you aren't following.
I feel used. Like so I was following you originally, so now I'm following some stranger?
You're following. Yes, they changed their name to change the name of my handle from my name to like some Elon Musk thing. It's weird.
Well, now I just feel dirty.
I know. And you know whose fault it was? Scooter Dingus. It was all his fault.
Because I know he got hacked. Yeah.
And then I got tricked by his hack, and I ended up hacked.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know I'm not as popular as you and Scoots in terms of the Twitter world, which, by the way, I do like your profile picture.
Thank you.
You look like you're about to come out of the White House for a UFC fight a little bit, but that's okay. I still like it anyway. I get DMs, like random ones from people sometimes here and there, but like, did you really open something?
I did. I was just.
I've never opened.
It's so funny.
They're so obvious usually when
it is, and it caught me off guard. I was not paying attention. It was like 8 a.m, and I just clicked a button. I wasn't really paying attention because I was working, and I just saw something pop up, and I saw Scoots on there, and I just clicked it. I just wasn't even thinking.
Like, I love Scoots,
I did it,
but Scoots falling for it, I get.
And it was like, hey, can you do this for me? And I just didn't. I didn't even know. I don't even know if I knew it was Twitter. Like, I just thought it just saw it pop. I just got caught in the okie doke, and all it took was 5 seconds, and I lost my whole Twitter profile.
What have we said? You don't sleep and go online, man. It's not a good thing.
Terrible. So yes, please give me a follow at Rashawn. At RAASHAAN for
so you
all.
got the same handle, right?
Same handle. I got it back, thankfully, because the person who stole my handle changed it. So I was able to get the handle back. I have it. So tell a friend to please give me a follow back. I'm still on the way back. I'm only at about 800, 900 followers.
Right? I got more than Rashawn for once. Yeah. I'm going to take advantage of this one.
Absolutely.
I feel like I got I got to get approval rating. I'm going to take this out for fun and ride around and see what I can do with it.
You know what I'm saying? So I am definitely on the way back. I know I'll get all the way back, but it's just annoying that I'm having to deal with that.
Now, with your name being not traditionally spelled, and I will never forget how to spell your name from the first time I ever had you on a podcast. And you texted me and said, hey, I love the post. You spelled my name wrong. I'm like, okay, Al-Alanabi. No one would ever expect you to have that many A's in your name. But I did, but I'll never forget it. But it's cool because I have I don't have to do an underscore in mine. Like, I was on Twitter so early that I got my name as my handle.
Yes,
full name at that.
I love it. The fact that I can go I can go one word.
Like, your name though isn't as hard though, right? I mean, it's because there's not that many Rashans with that.
No, there's not. Even to this day, when I search Rashawn, there's not many Rashans out there.
Like, my name's way too
Rashawn
popular.
with 4 A's. Yeah, 2 A's in the front, 2 A's in the back. Yeah, no, there's just not that many out there. So, my dad did something right. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a name that,
At least be happy. Like, I grew up with a name. Like, I thought Trevor was a rare name growing up.
Yes.
And then people would ask my last name. I'd say Kelsey, like the actor, Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
And just
I heard you talking about.
Yeah. At some point in time, I don't know when it happened.
Yes.
I went from that to having 2 first names, including a girl's name for my last name.
Yes.
I don't know where I was. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. Like, 25 to 31-ish was, like, really hazy in my life. So, like, a lot could have happened. I don't remember. And that clearly was one of it. Because I don't know. It still makes me mad.
I mean, everybody knows Kelsey Grammer, don't you?
Well, that too.
What's your name? Who's say Kelsey Grammer? Is it Kelsey or Chelsea?
But now I kind of like, I don't know why I like want to hook up with a girl whose name is Kelsey, and then marry her so she can be Kelsey.
Now, did you know this?
Like
now,
Kelly.
You want to hear something random? Did you know that Cliffy from Cheers?
Cliff from Cheers, who I've
was in
met.
Superman 1 and 2.
No, I don't remember 1 and 2. No,
he was in with Christopher Reeve. Yes, he was in Superman 1 and 2. He worked for NASA. He worked as one of the NASA guys.
And that actor, full circle around, once came in the Chicken restaurant.
Really?
And I didn't get a picture with him, but I got to look out, and he was at the bar. People were giving him. He signed a picture. It's hung on the bar until the day it burned down. Yeah,
that's funny. Like
everything full circle. Yeah,
it was unbelievable. Like Cliffy, like when you remember in Superman 2 when Zod and the two bad guys were coming.
I don't remember 2 as well as I remember 1.
You don't remember General Zod?
Zod's the one.
Zod?
Yeah, and that's the one they put. Is that now Zod's not the one they put in the hologram and threw him into space? Okay,
yes. Yeah,
okay.
So when Zod first got loose, they stop on the moon before they go to Earth. And there's a couple of astronauts on the moon that are like taking samples or whatever, and they just beat up the astronauts.
Now was he Cliff yet at that point?
No, I don't know. But the thing was, he was not one of the astronauts. He was one of the guys at Cape Canaveral that was talking to the people in space. So he was sitting there having a conversation back and forth with them.
What year did Superman 2 come out?
I want to say 78.
Oh, then yeah, because Cheers came out in 82.
Okay, so yeah, I want to say
82, 83.
I believe Superman 2 was 78. It's either 78 or 79.
I thought it was early 80s for some reason.
No,
I thought the first one was like 78, 79.
I think it came out. You get one year after another. They came out.
Was it that quickly? Okay, so it wasn't like Rocky or Star Wars.
No,
there was 2 or 3.
Superman and Superman 2. I believe they actually filmed both at the same time.
I know. Star Wars had 3 years between each one. I think Rocky had 2 or 3 between each one. Maybe it was roughly.
Yeah.
Now remind me, which one was the really, really bad one with Richard Pryor?
That was Superman 3.
Okay. That one was 80.
Okay,
right?
so Superman 2 was 80 on the dot. It was 1980.
Okay, so it was
I knew it was super early.
So Richard Pryor one was like 82, right?
Yes, it may have even been later than that.
Like that's the prime example to show somebody why you shouldn't smoke crack.
Yeah. Like
when you have to pay for it to be in that movie, that was bad. Like,
Superman 3 was 83. Yes. Okay.
And that was also the one with Lex Luthor with the villain who was powered by the sun.
Yes. No, that was Superman 4. That was Superman 4.
Okay.
Superman 3 was the one where the lady turned into the robot, the computer.
Oh yeah, that creeped me out as a kid, man. Oh, when I was a kid, that and the ghost in the library of Ghostbusters.
Yes,
creeped me out. Something.
Yeah,
weird.
That lady scared me when the computer turned her into a robot.
Yes, that was creepy.
I had a lot of sleepless nights after that.
People are probably thinking like how corny we are thinking about this. You watched that at 3 years old without the internet before it, okay? Yeah, let's see how many sleepless nights you had.
Literally. Hey, I remember. I remember Quest for Peace was number 4 with the guy with the sun.
You just gave me like a really bad flashback.
Yeah.
Like I had forgotten about that and now like blacked it out of my mind. Like when you when you're scared of clowns or something as a kid, you get like you just brought that. Now I can't. Oh.
No, I tell you,
almost got done with this show without you ruining my evening.
The monsters that scared me the worst of anything. Did you ever see The Wiz? You watch The Wiz.
You're talking about the
little puppet thing?
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz ripoff.
Yes,
kinda, yeah.
Yes. Did you see that? There were a little thing with this little monkey organ grinder that looked like a monkey had these little puppets that pumped up and started chasing.
Even
Dorothy.
creepier than the Oz creepy. Monkeys?
Yeah, it was worse. It was so bad.
The Wiz was the one with like Michael Jackson.
Jackson and all those folks.
It's the Black Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a part in there where they have these monsters that are little puppets that pump up into giant monsters.
That would sound creepy.
It's creepy. It's so creepy.
I think I saw The Wiz when I was a kid, but I don't remember it as much.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy.
All right. Speaking of haters, Scoots Hater chiming back in.
What's going on, Scoots Hater?
Well, I think this. I don't know if he's being honest in this text.
Okay.
Because I think it's more of the fact that his previous text talked about you dropping down a peg because of your soccer take. So I think he's like lashing out back at you with this because there's no way this is true.
I like lashing out. Please, I need
He says hot take alert. Purple Rain by Prince is overrated, most overrated song in history.
Wow.
I think he's lashing back at you for your soccer hate.
Wow.
Because there's no way you feel that way.
Most overrated, like ever?
Like there's no,
That's crazy.
If you want to think it's overrated, I can take that, but I think there's more overrated songs than that.
Absolutely. Purple
and most of them are about Bruce Springsteen.
anytime a song is memorable and it has replayability and you can sing it at karaoke, it's a great song.
I love this. The text, the little dumper. Trevor, watch all 7 Harry Potters tonight. Dumper, I'm not gonna lie to you. Before I came back to working here, I probably would have done that in a night. But as much as I love being back at the Big X, it has taken a big chunk out of my gaming time and my movie time. And Rashawn, you would probably appreciate this. I play the 2K, and I only play in the 80s version.
Really?
Oh man, I've got a Colonel. I got a Colonel's Dynasty. I started in '85.
What?
I did the Pacers starting in '83, the '83-'84 season, which is the early season you can play. All the regular rosters. They have the draft class. It's so beautiful.
That's wild. So do you game? Do you do any gaming besides the 2K?
I play FIFA a little bit here now, especially now with soccer. I've been in a FIFA kick. Okay. I do like him. I am by the sport player, like MLB. If I get into baseball a little bit,
okay,
I have an MLB game. The only non-sports I play is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
And when it does come out, probably the new GTA.
So I just completed Resident Evil Requiem. Just came out.
Okay, I haven't played that since
middle of last year. The new Resident Evil came out. I believe it was in November. And yeah, I bought it, just beat it, and I am currently I beat Jedi, not Force Awakens, the whatever the new Jedi movie is.
I haven't gotten into the kids. I should get more into the technology with the
yes.
movies, how good they look, the games.
Yes, PS5 is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm playing. I beat the Jedi Fallen Order. I've beaten that one. So now I'm doing Jedi Survivor.
Like I said, I do the Red Dead. I play a lot of Rockstar, I guess you could say. Those are my
yeah.
Rocks GTA.
I just got back into the game.
RDR2.
I've been gaming for about 3 months now. So
I've always stuck with mostly sports though.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I mean,
and 2K, you can do, and the 2K, like you can play. You can start what you can do. And you can start in any era. You can start in the 83-84 season.
That's cool.
You can start in the 91-92 season. You can start in the 01 or 02-03 season.
I didn't even realize you could do that. That's awesome.
Cool. I learned it a couple years ago, and I have been. I mean, I don't even play them on. I'm maybe over exaggerating here, but I might hold the record for most hours used on 2K only playing in the 80s in the world. Like, there's a good argument I have that record.
That's wild.
Like, I play like a 20-game season. I played the minimum game seasons because they are long.
Yeah.
And the longest I got to the Colonels up to like 94.
That's crazy.
And going through like drafting, I think I had Shaq eventually at some point. Like, it's all the classic draft classes on it. It's awesome.
That's awesome. What else we got? Let's push through these texts and see how many we can get through before we get out of here.
I got tickle on my throat. Bad timing. Texter says, please leave out Prisoner of Azkaban. Did I say that right?
Yes, that's very good.
That's when it started to get good. Oh, don't leave out. I'm sorry, don't leave out.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's when it starts to get good.
Yes.
The plot really begins in the third movie / book.
Yeah, because it's Prisoner of Azkaban, then Order of the Phoenix, and then on and so forth. So, yeah, that's fair. I like Prisoner of Azkaban. It is very good. Agreed.
Quick question. Is that the one where he sees the prisoner in a hologram?
Yes.
That's the one I saw in theaters.
Okay. Yes.
I don't remember it.
Yes, that's
because we kind of made out during it.
Yes.
And I really didn't care about
Sirius Black.
Okay.
Yes,
Black. All I remember is that hologram.
Yes. Like the pictures move, so you see him like yelling and screaming in the picture. Yes.
Oh, worst time to get a tickle on my throat ever, Trevor. And that rhymed, and I didn't mean it. Texter says, if I can read things and talk at the same time, prior to Trevor's sabbatical in Illinois for the past years, it was a timeshare. That I was on there. I went to college. They just didn't want to let me go. He mentioned on the Rutherford show that he had boycotted Space Jam because of his Pacers fandom. I probably boycotted for multiple reasons. Has Trevor watched it in the past years? No, I have not. I don't know.
You're speaking of the Michael Jackson?
The Michael Jordan. Okay.
Space Jam.
If I said that, that's true. I don't remember actually thinking that, but I believe it. I just didn't like it because, I didn't like Jordan at the time. I mean, I'm a Pacer fan. Why would I like Jordan? I mean, come on.
Were you mad that Reggie Miller got left out of the movie? He's like, why do they steal Reggie's powers?
I'll take Forgetting Paris as Reggie Miller any day. Remember Forget Paris?
Yes.
Billy Crystal's the NBA referee.
Yes. I remember that. Yes, Billy Crystal.
I think that's an underrated comedy, by the way.
Absolutely.
You asked for it, you got it. Toyota. But that said, though, yeah, I still won't watch it. No, I don't want to watch Space Jam. Did you like Space Jam?
I like Space Jam. I still have never watched that LeBron crap.
I won't watch it either.
I enjoyed the original Space Jam. Yes, me being a fan of Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny, that's all I needed. So yes, I support it.
Yeah, apparently, it's rapper's birthday month. With his birthday being yesterday, the same texter says, "What is your favorite Ice Cube movie of all time?" I mean, Friday, right?
Yeah, I mean it's got to be Friday.
I mean, Barbershop is pretty good though.
I like Barbershop, but no,
Friday's
the
best. Yeah,
Friday's, but I mean,
Barbershop. I think. I mean, I don't think it's.
Did you see? I can't remember the one where they were looking for the gold in the house. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one?
No, he did a lot. He's done a lot of bad movies though.
There was one. I can't remember the name of the movie, but there was like somebody had hidden some gold that was stolen in like a heist. In a house.
Didn't it have Martin Lawrence in it? Where he went for a jewel or something?
No, I can't. No, I know what you're talking about. No, that was
like national security.
Yeah,
or
that was like something like that.
Yeah.
But there's been Ice Cube was the king of doing a lot of B movies.
He did do a lot of bad ones, yeah. But so I think it's. I mean, it's either Barbershop or Friday. Like is there a third even in the race?
I mean, are we there yet?
No. No.
I'm just playing, people.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
For the record, my mom loves that movie.
Really?
Point that out, yeah.
That's hilarious.
If that tells you anything on your picking.
I mean, Anaconda was good.
You know what? You're right. I did like
good.
Anaconda, but it's clearly third between those three.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good because it was just corny.
No, you know what?
And he had Jennifer Lopez in a tank top, which was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, I was 16 for that. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Again, no internet, kids.
Yeah.
Dexter says, I mean, yeah, I don't. This is possible. Perhaps Allen Houston. Bill Bradley is alive, by the way. He wants us to know as well, and was at MSG for Game 3. Everyone was there, but Charles Oakley apparently. Allen Houston. I mean, yeah, he did have the fake run. Mean, he had the fake run in '99 where the league put him over the Pacers because they screwed us over, but.
If I'm putting Allen Houston in there, then I'm putting in Carmelo Anthony because to me, Carmelo was a better player and did it for longer than what Allen Houston did.
Was he? I mean, Allen was there for a decent time.
He was. He
got there like '99, and he played through, I guess, maybe 2005.
But I mean, I feel like Carmelo was a more dominant player than like Allen Houston was never considered like.
I mean, he's a scorer.
Top five. Like Carmelo was top five, in the NBA. Considered,
at one point in the season, I guess, yeah. Now, then the NBA was also a little thinner. Even now in Houston's time, I've gone on record saying like the 2000s were not a great like depth pool for NBA talent. Like you had the Lakers and you had the Spurs, and then you had, I mean, come on, you had the Nets going to back-to-back finals. I mean, those Nets teams were not very good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you had Jason Kidd and a bunch of scrubs. You had Philadelphia going to the finals. I love my Pacers in that era, but again, I mean, it wasn't our best. I mean, it wasn't by far the best Pacer team under Reggie Miller, and that Detroit Pistons team to this day is still, to me, like the only team to really win a championship without a legit Hall of Famer on it.
Yeah,
I mean, I know Billups and Hamilton will probably get in because the NBA has no standards, but I don't think they didn't. It was the first team that didn't have a real superstar in my era that I remember.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Still a good team though.
Oh, by the way, Trev, the name of that movie I was thinking about, Trespass.
That rings a bell.
Trespass was a very good movie. Very, very good.
Better actor, Ice Cube or Ice T?
I mean,
Ice T's good as SVU.
I'd say Cube is more versatile. He's done more. Like Ice T's just been the same character forever.
Well, I don't know. What was the movie you played? The homeless guy where he was getting hunted?
Surviving the Game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Surviving the Game is very good.
And even though it's on Mike's list, he won't watch it. I know you respect me.
Are you impressed that I pulled Surviving the Game out immediately?
I did, yeah. I did. That was like Gary Busey with the dog.
Gary Busey, yes.
I can't remember anybody else but Gary Busey and telling the story about how he killed his bulldog.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I can picture is that, and Ice-T had the biggest dreadlocks like ever.
Literally.
You look like big smooth Sam Perkins out there. But I mean, but you have to look at New Jack City. I mean, that's the best one. Right? I mean,
yes.
As corny and cheesy as it really is, it's still such a great movie.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's number 4 on the Mike movie list.
It's Black Scarface. That's all it is.
It kind of is, yeah.
It literally,
yeah.
They literally took
cocaine,
the exact same story, except it was switch cocaine for crack, and instead of it being like the Hispanic bad guy, It was a black dude.
At some point, did we start breaking down Tales from the Hood, and we're going to do do the black exploitation movie references over here? It's a horrible movie, by the way.
Oh, terrible.
Texter says, can't miss out on that first 3 Harry Potter movies. Number 3 is argued the best one. Is that the one I saw, though?
The third. You saw the third one.
Okay, but out of context, I can't judge it. So
yeah, fair.
And I actually did have a good time at that movie, for what it's worth. And afterwards, the Riddler comes back in. I guess he didn't get all that hate out of him. He says text. No, he's texting twice. Okay, hold on. Riddler again. So Rashawn, you're offering me a free co-host later this week, you say? No, he's not. By the way, my beloved fans, I did not bid the $650 to co-host with Mike. Joshy Boy would be 100% be waiting outside the door.
I would be very interested if
I hope I shouldn't have put that out there. But if you can look it up, it's on internet. So hopefully I didn't call somebody out for that and get mad.
The one thing I will say, Trev, is that I have always offered people. This is no crap. All right. So I do my show on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I have always offered, if anybody ever wants to see how the radio business works, if they want to come in and sit in and try out just sitting on there, the door is always open. You can always reach out to me because I am big for putting, for people who have an interest in it. If they want to do it, come on in. Let me know. I'm never afraid to put anybody on the mic. They always say, the old saying is, if you listen to those folks on ESPN, never let anybody on the show that's better than you. I think that's a very afraid and scared way to live life. To me, if you want to step in the ring with me, the mic is always open.
If that's their philosophy on ESPN, that explains why their shows suck.
That's their saying.
And for those
never put anybody on the show that's better than you.
And as I said, for those that know, I met Rashawn. My first gig in radio, he was calling in on the Renshaw show.
Yeah.
And we got to talking, and I think I started having you on with one of our weekend shows.
You surely did.
And then everything worked out.
And then it ended up, I did with Rob Jones.
Been bouncing around, Rob, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We did that.
You've been in this on nearly basically like 1 month less than me.
Literally,
so.
I started
in
media. I started doing, I was doing with InsideTheVille.com. I started out doing print media stuff in 2003. That was my first year doing any sort of sports media.
I did the first blog with Rob in 2005.
Okay.
The LES report, which did not catch on.
Okay, yeah.
And then I started radio I started radio in February of 2008. So.
Okay, yeah. See what I'm saying? We've been doing this a long time, Trev. There's very few people in the city that's been doing it as long as us.
I'm gonna predict the next text that goes, you've been doing this a long time, guys. Why you guys suck?
Yeah.
That's not a text. I'm going to steal that from somebody who just wants to go on. Riddler, real quick, because we got just a few more texts. I want to get through them all.
Yeah.
Riddler text 3 of the day, don't skip 2. I didn't skip 2, Riddler. Sorensby did not lose his case. The NCAA is vindicated because it's the Big 12 bullying Texas Tech. That's what it was, and that's what it took.
Fair.
Tech is making a decision to push Sorensby out when we realized it wasn't going to be more costly long term. I was willing to go with him being eligible. He only loses eligibility because he's withdrawing his injunction. I mean, he has no business going to play anywhere. I mean, he bet on football. I mean, it just is what it is.
Agreed.
Texter, your radio head complained about the schedule every year. Kentucky plays plenty of marquee games. Oh, that's from I'm sorry. Here we go.
KRC text.
Yeah, that's actually just the Matt Bennett Michael Bennett text. I just saw the date.
Just the cat's text.
I didn't look at the time and saw the date. So thank you for listening all day, Texter.
Absolutely.
My bad. This is a typo. Rayshon. Didn't know you were hacked. That explains all the dumb bleep that your account put out. Knew no one could be that dumb. Oh, Texter, don't challenge him.
Right, literally. Hey, this is how. Me dancing on the Kentucky fans' feelings is how I get through my summer every year, people. So
I thought we had one more. That is the Ohio guy asked about Ice Cube movie. So
nice.
Thank you, Texters. Just under 2 minutes left, so we almost got
absolutely.
That. And our first segment does replay here at 5:35.
Okay, cool. There we go. So no, I appreciate it. I mean, we have so many things to get into. Like I have so many topics, Trev, that we need to get into tomorrow. So I will keep you in suspense. I won't let you know.
I'm intrigued about the movie ones.
Huh?
I'm intrigued about the movie.
Oh yeah. I got a couple of questions on there. I teased one of them earlier. You probably don't.
Well, I tell you what, I have good news and bad news for you.
Yes.
The bad news is I have received a text. My Game of Thrones trivia night was canceled.
Oh.
Apparently they heard we were coming. So the good news is, with no sports tonight really on,
There you go. Harry Potter?
I think I might try Harry Potter 1 tonight.
Nice.
And I'll let you know how I'm feeling at the end of it tonight. Now, they're not like 3 hours long.
No,
right?
no. Harry Potter's an hour and a half easy.
Okay, good. I can't take a good 3-hour movie.
They're pretty short. But no, I appreciate Mike once again for letting me sit in. I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you guys give me a follow at Rashaan, RAASHAAN. We're out of here. Let the fellas from Digital Underground take us out. Thanks so much, Trevor. Thanks for everybody for listening. Mike Rutherford Show, and we out.
Drink what you like. Grab who you like. Feel what